like, well, I'll buy this lunch, and then I buy the lunch anyway.
Yeah, my problem is I started equating everything to the price of a coffee, and I'm like, well, this is only the price of a coffee, and I buy loads of coffee, and I'm like, well, yeah, but you buy the coffee
Now you've just
and
bought
everything
both.
else. Yeah.
This is only the price of 10 coffees. I should be fine.
Yeah. I drank that in a week and a half.
Just don't drink coffee for a week.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
I think he'd probably die.
Yep.
That's like me and not drinking beer every day.
There's a name for that.
There sure is.
I'm just gonna see if I can find a notepad.
Okay. I started a fancy new notepad for this. Well, not fancy. I've had it for years, but I've started a new notepad for this. Yeah. So I'm hoping I use Fight Club right. I'm also hoping all my stats are right. They look right.
Yeah,
I'm
that
sure
was
they're
my
fine.
thing. I didn't know if my stats are right, but I was like, it should be fine.
What are you?
I'm playing as a paladin because I was the last to make my character, so I was like, shit, I can't. I kind of wanted to be a rogue, but I was like, we can't have, like, we shouldn't have two rogues.
It might get a bit stealthy.
Yeah.
Paladin's good. Paladin's the best of both worlds. You've got spells and beating shit.
You could, I mean, since we're doing that evil campaign, you could do like one of those conquest paladins.
Yeah. That's what I was
Those-
planning on doing.
Well, that's what you wanted to do with Valoran.
Yeah, that's so. I never got a chance with him, so I figured I'd. Yeah, I figured I'd do it with this one.
Fuck yeah.
I got to get the backstory rewrote though. I
That's
just kind of made it quick.
Yeah, mine's a bit shaky still. I've got a pet now.
What is it?
It's the what was it again? You
I probably advised you on it, but I can't remember. It's like a month ago.
Wolf.
Oh, Wolf.
Oh,
Okay.
should have got a bear.
There's only so much you can actually get as a. You can only go
Yeah,
so
when
far.
the bear like levels up with you, and I got to the point with one of my buddies that it was considered a brown bear, and like he basically was just riding a grizzly bear that was just mauling people. His bear ended up being stronger than him.
Yeah, that's what I kind of didn't want. I was like, I kind of want something that's just kind of by my side, kind of.
Yeah,
I didn't want it to like just take over my my character.
yeah. You're playing your animal more than like your character.
Yeah. So yes, I have a wolf. Her name is Leah.
Oh.
What? Fuck you.
I need pictures off everyone for the stream of their characters.
Oh.
Hey, there he is.
Hello.
Should I put it in the gameplay chat?
Throw it in the resources.
Okay, yeah.
That's why we have a resources.
I'm
I'll use the same one, Adam.
Okay.
Oh, I'll start. At some point, I'll delete all the chat messages from resources, but I'll do that later. Where did that picture go?
So where is the revised it's a revised Beastmaster that you're using?
My revised Ranger. If you just search revised Ranger 5e, you'll get the PDF as the first result.
Oh, so it's not like the one from Xanathars or anything where you make an item.
No, it's Unearthed Arcana. Yeah. God. No, I should say that again. Yeah, so it's that one. D&D. No, not finances. We do not need to be posting our finances. Nobody wants to see that. Trust me, nobody wants to see that. For my wolf, you can just find any picture of a wolf. I haven't got a specific wolf I'm attached
I hear
to.
submit Wolf.
Yes, please Google image wolf and act accordingly. That I'll do.
Let's see.
It's not a special wolf, it's just my wolf. There are many like it, but this one is mine. God, I have so many like features and stuff. It's gonna take me a few months to actually use any of them, probably.
Or Pally, fuck yeah.
Ooh. we're not allowed to close my window.
And you are a Beastmaster, are you?
I am, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be by essentially close the window.
Grimitar's got like a wolf skull codpiece. That's pretty metal.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
I put my dick in teeth.
Oh, I know what's happening to Leah.
He's fucking your wolf.
Wow. I left for 2 seconds.
I've got spells that can make that happen as well.
Oh god.
Jesus, what spell do you have?
Dominate person.
Oh,
Fuckery.
Dominate, I mean, he's gonna think that wolf is sex.
Oh, God.
My poor wolf. We finally got a female character. Oh no, we got wait, Mike, did you go for a female character in the end?
Huh?
What was your character? Who are you?
Oh, I'm the female fighter.
Oh yeah, okay, so we do have a female character.
There is a picture of it. It's a woman.
I see it now.
I know you're not very good with women, Josh, but that's what
I
we're
know.
working on.
Not my wheelhouse.
Oh, I missed
The wheelhouse full of women.
Ew.
Avoid it.
Anybody know where my tobacco went?
No.
Me neither.
Where?
I mean, don't suggest anywhere because you don't know my house. So.
Oh no, sorry. Well, okay. Is it in the living room?
No, I don't think so. I mean, that's where it was, but I thought I moved it.
Did you put it on a? Did you put it? Did you leave it in the kitchen?
I found it.
Was it in the kitchen? Did I help?
I'll be like 2 minutes.
You can't hear me. Bye.
So I've been thinking about Rahu, what he's been getting up to since, and I've been imagining him a bit like is it some Jean-Claude Van Damme film where he's basically just been street fighting and cage fighting to earn some money for maybe not very well, but I'm not saying he's good at it.
Cool. Does that mean you're like rich with cage fighting? Oh, I suppose if you're not very good at it, then you're making a living.
Probably taking bribes to take a fall in certain rounds and things like that.
Yeah.
Someone vaping?
That's what I thought.
I blame Trevor.
It's a duel.
Oh, it's worse.
Call it.
I don't even know what that is. What did you say?
Forgot a jewel.
It's a Juul. It's as far as I know. I mean, granted, Trevor will probably know more than he actually smokes it. It's like kind of like a vape, except it has what, more nicotine, right?
Yeah, a lot more nicotine.
Oh god.
Yeah, one Juul pen contains. Oh, that's a sweet character photo.
Fuck, I didn't mean to put that in resources.
Adam, make that the photo.
That's what your character looks like now. Done.
Your character is an enormous walking jewel.
That's like a warforged fucking.
You'll get chimpanzees banging bones against it. Yeah, you if you walk around like that.
Oh, I missed all you guys.
But no, it's one Juul pen has the equivalent of 20 cigarettes worth of nicotine.
Good God.
Yeah, so like what you buy it in packs of 4, and one like pods, 4 pods, and one pod is equivalent to an entire pack of cigarettes.
How quickly do you go through a pod?
I go for like 1 a day.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
But there's no tobacco or anything. It's just nicotine.
Well,
I was gonna say I used to smoke 20 a day, so
Jesus, you people.
well, yeah, I was like 15 at the time.
Yeah.
Ciao.
I was a nice stand-up boy until I got to 15. Then it all went to hell. But yeah, I just realised that's the sound we've been hearing for about a year now, and I did not know what it was.
Yeah, if you're gonna scran your bloody power pack of death, then at least put yourself on mute.
Hey, I mute myself all the time when I
Well,
when we're actually.
Obviously not, because I've heard that sound a million times and just thought it was somebody breathing.
Well, sometimes I forget to mute it.
Yeah.
Like if like I'm conscious or like someone's talking or like something's happening.
If I'm conscious.
If I'm conscious,
If you're
Yeah.
conscious.
I will mute it so no one can hear it.
I see. I kind of just assumed you were vaping, to be honest. It's nice to know, because I'm not crazy now. I should wear glasses because then I can see.
I mean, a Juul's a lot quieter than like I used to have like an actual vape.
Yeah, they can be pretty loud.
Yeah.
Like the microphone. Oh, there's Judd's dice. Nice.
Dice, baby.
So happy.
How many do you need?
I'm patiently waiting for all these extra photos of characters and starting with Lamar.
Yes. So was I.
Yeah, we're still missing. Well, to be fair, the other two are just the same. We just need them again.
You need them again. You never said this.
Well, I mean, I don't think.
No. I don't need them
Okay.
again.
Yeah, I was gonna say Adam doesn't need them, but if you can chuck them into resources, just in case.
Yeah, I haven't seen them. I don't think.
Yeah, I haven't seen the other characters ever.
Yeah, might not have. Trev, we've been using these for a year now.
Oh, are they just using the same portrait
Yeah.
from last campaign?
They're the same people.
I am still a large black man, so yeah.
Yeah,
I thought you were like 5'8".
Yeah, I'm not at the top. I mean, like.
he didn't say specify in what way.
I don't remember you being particularly fat either, but okay.
No.
I'm not actually that large a black man. I'm well built, but I'm light.
Are you the wizard again, or?
He's the same person.
Oh wait, what?
Rahu, or Rahu and Sunny, and Jordan are still alive and are still the same people and are now just slightly bad.
Oh,
They're just feeling naughty. Well,
Yeah,
let's
okay.
start the session 0, right? So,
Yeah, hello.
Hi.
Hey,
Hi. So why don't we start before we get to the new characters? Let's let. I'm going to start from the top. Adam, why don't you go first? Why don't you were telling us a little bit earlier, but I think Judd was busy doing something. So break us off a piece.
Okay, so after the trauma, well, during the trauma, quite soon after the trauma of seeing his friends ripped to shreds and trying to revive them and begging vampires to bring them back and finding himself transported and rescued by John, and Rahu took over the reins of their kind of symbiotic relationship. So Rahu's in charge right now while Sunny is in the background dealing with his shit. And I think John and Rahu went their separate ways. We might have to talk about how we've all met back up again, but Rahu has a similar attraction to alcohol and excess, like Sunny, but rather being able to control that and use that to his benefit in fights and things like that, and not pretending to be drunk, but using it to get away with things, or people taking pity on him. Thinks Rahu's just, he doesn't have those skills, he's a drunk and it makes him angry and he gets into fights a lot. And I like to imagine that going from village to village, maybe he was getting into fights but then kind of either got spotted or someone encouraged him to take up fighting for money, and maybe been doing a bit of cage fighting or street fighting, bare knuckle fighting. Maybe he's not too bad at it, but I think he's probably sometimes a plant to get people betting for him to lose, and then he might win really well, or the other way around and take a fall in a certain round. I don't think he's that bothered really, and I think the pain of the fists and the unconsciousness might help him drown his own problems. I like to think he's kind of, his memories of shared with Sunny, and it's hard to for him to figure out what's really him and what isn't, and what's Sunny's memories and where he is and where he's come from. Is he real?
Oh, that's
and
shit.
tries to drown that out with alcohol. He doesn't really want to like to think about that. That is someone's figment of their imagination, and that is their kind of schizophrenic, split personality. He doesn't like to discuss that. Drowns it out, those thoughts. And I suppose maybe the amount of alcohol and fighting he's doing is trying to drown out Sonny as well, because maybe Sonny in the background's wanting to have some influence or even get the reins back, but Rahu won't let him. Maybe for his own good.
Gnarly.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Thanks. Judd, what's Jordan been up to?
Since failing and having to teleport Rahu out of the vampire den, saw Rahu as a bit of a reminder that he wasn't powerful enough to save those that he was growing to stand. So he left him and went in search of power from the only place he could, and that was back to Glacier. So in a trade for more power, he has been working for Glacier for a while.
That's not bad.
Slowly becoming more and more powerful, yet finding that the choices he has to make are not the choices he would originally make.
He's a changed man.
Possibly. But that's about it, really. He's
Okay.
Out there doing deeds and fulfilling the wishes.
Being
of,
an edgelord.
Yeah.
Okay.
The magical edgelord.
That's what they'll call me. Not
Terrible.
to my face, otherwise they will find themselves quickly burnt to a cinder.
Of course. How about Josh?
Hello.
Josh here.
Yeah, Josh here. So yes, I now have an elven ranger called Erethan. Erethan Isilindel. But Erethan, obviously. Yeah, he usually roaming the woods of Silweald. Is that how you say it? Silweald?
Yep.
He and his tribe of rangers and rogues and druids basically are all spread out. You don't really see any of them at the same time together, but there are like 100 to 150 of them all spread throughout Silweald, basically protecting the forests as they see fit. Wherever Erethan will have a reason for wherever we start. I don't know where we're starting, so I don't know what the reason is, but he doesn't really care about anything other than he protects the forest, and whatever else is just, whatever. He's got no real ties to anything except for his wolf, Leah, who is obviously bound to him spiritually, or however one would describe a beastmaster. But yeah, just your average ranger type. Nothing too out of the ordinary about him.
Strider.
I was thinking Strider with a wolf, yeah.
I mean, it might be a bit stereotypical to have an elf ranger, but yeah, it's what I ended up with here.
Well, some races are built for
certain
kinds of classes. Like they just, the stats boost in the right direction for those.
Yeah, he's dexterous as fuck. So yeah, that's Erethan.
Okie doke.
Look at that big yawn.
Michael.
Ah, yes. So, Mara Nathandem. She is a plain old human. She comes up from a more of like a pretty secluded kingdom region. She's from like a smaller town in the area, and she is she's a fighter. She's a mounted fighter, actually. She her bond is with her horse, Francis. She loves Francis very much. It's like her only thing that she kind of gives a true fuck about, and like kept from her quote unquote old life. She's tall. She's really tall, actually. She's 6 foot. Fair skinned with blue eyes. She's got jet black hair, with a stern brow. Basically saying she's got resting bitch face. She doesn't put up with much. She's not bubbly. She's kind of the type to not mention. You know, she always feels like she's always had to work harder than her male counterparts, because like it's a very defensive military region because of like where they are geographically. So because she wanted to be in mounted combat, I wouldn't call it special forces because that's not what it is, but it's not infantry, you know. She comes from a military family. That's kind of how that was her in, and that's kind of why she was treated poorly. But the reason she is kind of a doucher is because the town she was in, she kind of started insinuating a bit of a coup, and it was successful. There was a couple leaders of the coup that overthrew the lordship, and then later on the townsfolk and the constables, if you will, kind of figured out that it was crap, and all the stuff was planted, all the evidence, and she was kind of behind that. And while the leaders of the military coup were hung in town, she kind of went out the back door as quietly as she could, and she's been kind of distancing herself from that region as much as she can in the short amount of time that it's happened. Like, it happened within like months. So she's kind of on the run. She used to be in full plate, but now she only wears chainmail because the full plate would obviously be able to tell you where she's from. And yeah, she's super blunt, she's, oh yeah. And God, what are they? Yeah, they call her Mara Wormtongue because she was like the one whispering in people's ears and causing deceit. So she doesn't like that name.
She said she's a fighter.
Yes.
Cool. Mounted fighter, that's right. Cool.
Mounted fighter.
All right. Grimitar.
All right. So Grim is what I've been calling him. He grew up. He's a half orc, obviously, and he grew up in Souk. I believe I'm pronouncing that right.
Yes, you are.
All right. Yeah, he grew up in Souk and enlisted into the military as soon as he hit 14 and was fully grown, and served there for 5 years, where he gained a reputation of being the most stubborn, idiotic fighter you could think of. He's very dumb, but he can do what he's told to do. And we're still trying to figure out what happened that made him abandon Souk and abandon the military. But suffice to say, he did bash the skull in of his commanding officer.
Good man.
Yeah, and he left not because he was afraid, but because he didn't know what he wanted to do anymore. So he's a paladin, and I think he's getting an understanding of where he wants to do and who he wants someone to fight for. He wants a reason to fight, but he wants to fight more than anything else.
Cool.
He wants the passion behind it. I feel that.
Yeah, he wants a reason to fight. Like, he wants to know he's fighting for a worthy cause or worthy people, but because he his previous life wasn't worthy. And he carries a giant two-handed hammer or maul, so that's pretty nice.
Fuck yeah.
That's pretty nice.
Smash himself.
I approve.
Okay. Well, it's our little gang. So, couple bits on where we are now. So, we're gonna begin a little bit in media race, right? And we're gonna start slightly ahead of where we could because I can't be bothered to go through the whole. Hi, I'm Mara. Oh, hi, I'm Arathon. Oh, hi, Arathon. I'm Mara. You know, what's happened is this, and I'm gonna let you fill in the blanks as to some of the pre-story, knowing what I'm about to tell you. So you've been contacted in one way or another, either by proxy or by being introduced by a trusted contact, or perhaps by reputation, depending on who it is. Some of you've been gathered by this wizard, Jornan. That's the only name you know him by. And you were meeting him in a tavern. Where's my little map? You are meeting him in a tavern in the city of. Let's go with Morose in Souk. So up in the north, in the west, you've got Morose, the capital of Souk. So you're meeting him in a dingy dive bar. It's a pretty rough, tumble place. Morose itself as a city is it's developed, but it's not the best place to hang out. It's certainly no city of culture. So this is where you've all come to meet. And the only thing you know is that Jordan's got a job for you. Now, Jordan, you've gathered these people together for a single purpose. However, you identified them and their particular skill sets to be put to use. I will leave to you and the team to, thank you, Josh, to determine how best to use them, because that's for you guys to work on. But what you've been given by Glazia is a single task. It's pretty straightforward, actually. Deep in the Underdark, there is a cathedral to the old god Gornador. Gornadar. Can't pronounce it. This eldritch horror of multi-dimensional nightmares. There is a large cathedral and a cult dedicated to it. And that cult has access to a box, a wooden box, with something inside it. And Glazia wants what's in there. Your job is to go get it.
And does Rahu know that it's Jordan that's sent for him? Or is this a surprise to him as he's walking through the door?
I would let you guys determine what you think.
So, John, if you called for Rahu by name or just by his reputation, and you've asked for a street fighter or something like that, a brawler.
I'm looking for brawlers. Yeah, I don't think I would intentionally try and call him back to me as a reminder that I failed once.
Okay.
Yeah, so I probably wouldn't ask for him by name, but yeah, so I would have just asked. I would have sent contacts out to ask for a brawl, a fighter of some kind.
Okay. Looking as miserable as usual, Jordan.
Who dragged you up?
Some prick of a wizard's wanting me to come and fight for him. Got myself a bit of a reputation.
Not a good one, I would bet.
Anyway, have you seen any of your...
As well as you used to, you can stay.
Have you seen any of your magic type people in here? He's looking for this fella who's hired me. I don't know who it is.
Well, you're looking at him.
You!
Unfortunately, it seems we're stuck together.
Oh. And what have you got in store for us this time? I hope it pays good.
It'll pay, but you can still wait for everybody else.
And at that, I go ahead and walk in. You guys see Mara. She's wearing a chainmail with gauntlets on, as if she expects to be moving quickly and not staying long. She comes in, she starts eyeing the room, and can I make a perception check? Should be talking.
Yeah, it's the guy in the wizard's robes.
Oh, yeah, easy enough. So I go ahead and I order a mead or a beer, if you will, and I go ahead and make my way over to the table, and I look at both of them and introduce myself and say, I'm assuming that you two are who I should be talking to about the job offer.
Who's this? Who's this, John?
I don't know these people.
Mara, my name's Mara Nathandem. I'm here for the job that was put out by a certain, and I pull out a notepad that I have. Jordan.
That'd be me.
Wonderful. How much more are we waiting for?
2.
The first round, and Rahu starts clicking his finger in the air. That's what we're waiting for.
Not that. There should be 2 more joining us.
Alright, Grim will kick in the door to the tab.
And the bartender goes, "Hey, that's a good door. Put it back."
Fine. So he'll casually put it back up, and then
It's
he'll
like slightly leaning
Upside down.
he surveys the room and sees Mara and Jordan and Rahu, and he walks up to him. "You funny-looking man. Is this where the fighters get together?"
This is where the hired help get together, yeah.
"What do you need?" "Who are we killing?"
Who let this baby in here? This is a bar.
And
Family friendly until 9, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
both John and Rahu look quite sad thinking about, what was that young lad we had with us? Bradley. Oh.
Oh.
I wouldn't be sad. Bradley's now a corpse and make dance for me whenever I wish.
Jesus.
And his rats.
Oh. Just one sec, my daughter came in.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, no kidding.
You can meet each other.
We'll be gathering shortly. We'll see when the next arrives.
At which point, as if almost called, Erethan, opening the door politely, walks in and sees an obvious group of 5 other people standing by where there's not really anybody looking as intimidating or as serious elsewhere, so it must be you. And he will walk up to the obvious wizard. "You, wizard."
Alex, you're talking away loud as anything.
Yo.
Sorry.
I could barely hear Josh.
"You, wizard. Are you the one that called?"
Yes. Yes, I seem to have gathered this group of fine idiots.
Well, first impressions as good as any.
He's always like that, don't worry.
Oh, you know each other already.
We've got some history. But he'll get you out of a pickle, don't you worry if need be. He'll look after you.
That's okay, I can take care of myself, thank you. But yes, I'm here for the job.
Mara's not saying much. She's just kind of listening and smiling at the offhand comments here and there.
Stop.
Josh is.
Has my beer arrived?
You can't drink this children's present.
It's the little girl that's bringing you the beer.
She spills a lot, and she's probably had a drink as well. Rubes, come on, this is Daddy's dice time.
That's dice time.
Josh, do you have your wolf with you in the tavern?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, sorry, yes. Forgot to describe that. Yes, and by my side is...
I would probably turn to the wolf and say, what is this?
This is dinner.
This is mine. She is my companion, and if you lay a hand on her, you will die.
I'd like to see that.
PvP.
Is that a challenge?
You can challenge afterwards. Now that we're all here, shall we go to the room that I've prepared for us?
Well, lead the way.
Yeah, we're muted. Yeah, I'll have rented a small private room.
Ooh.
Fancy.
Mara cracks.
They're not fancy.
Says at least Mara cracks a smile and says, "All of you need to at least buy me a beer first."
I like this guy.
And I get up and I take my beer and I start following Jordan up to the room.
So if we're in the room,
Yeah, you find yourself in a small private room. It is not great.
I'd like those back at some point. No. Right, she's gone. Right, now that we're all here, I've gathered you for a specific mission that we need to undertake. It pays well, and I'll just off my pouch, I'll get 4 pouches, and I'll throw 1 to each. There's 1,000 gold in each.
Holy shit.
This buys you silence. There's more, another 4 each when the mission is completed.
Wow.
We just all got 1,000 gold.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bet.
Well, you shall have my silence.
And I open up the pouch of gold and I kind of jingle it around a little bit in my hands and I set it down and kind of give a reassuring like, yeah, I'm in. Look.
Rahu downs his drink and says, "I'll have forgotten about this tomorrow anyway, so yes." I'm in.
Well, if I were you, I would buy a good supply of drink. We're going to the Underdark.
At that point, Grim is going to walk down or leave the bar, come back with a whole barrel of beer. So, how much does that cost, Alex?
A barrel of beer, that'll do 15 gold pieces.
All right.
That's not bad, actually.
Me and you are going to be good friends, Grim.
Eriton has a slight visual shudder at the mention of the Underdark, but is...
Yeah, I was just gonna say Mara kind of shifts her weight uncomfortably when she hears that it's gonna involve the Underdark.
What's the Underdark?
The Underdark is a whole system and set of caves, cities, and a whole world based under the earth.
There's bad things down there.
I follow you, boss man.
Well, that's why you're all here and that's why you're all paid.
When do we leave?
Tomorrow, we'll gather supplies.
Sounds good to me.
The thing you need to know about this is I want no trace of this mission coming back to me. And if you fuck that up, I will burn you where you stand.
Well, he's a cheery one, isn't he?
I don't have time to be cheery.
No.
Mara smiles as she finishes her drink and sets it down and stands up and says, well, if there's anything else that you need to say it now. I'm getting ready to go to bed. I want a good night's sleep before we start.
Rahu mutters under his breath, "Shut the fuck up, Sonny."
Well, that's slightly disconcerting. Who are you talking to?
No, just clearing my throat.
Uh-huh. Okay, well. Be that as it may, then.
I raise one eyebrow and I kind of nod a little bit and walk out of the room.
I don't suppose you actually bothered getting rooms for us, did you? wizard boy.
Do I look like your servant? I'm the one paying you.
Oh, such hospitality. Well, I guess I'll go sort that out then. Goodbye. Go on.
I'll just sit rubbing my temples and sighing a while.
Who's left with Jarnan?
I think it's Grim right now, but I'm Grim's about to just leave and go drink at the bar with his barrel.
Okay, Rahu says to Grim he'll see you at the bar in a few moments.
At the bear.
At the bar.
Sounds good.
See you at the bar. And Rahu looks at Jarnan and what's really going on? What are we getting ourselves into?
Nothing. The job is as I've told you. We go to the Underdark, we steal something, we leave no trace we were there.
That's it. Do you know what we're stealing?
Yes, it's my job, Rahu. Small wooden box. I have a replica that we will swap.
And what's she gonna do with this contents, do we know? Do I need to care?
She?
I presume it's Glazier you're working for.
Who I'm working for doesn't matter to you. You're working for me.
And
I would tell you not to mention that name.
okay.
Not for my sake, but for yours.
Rahu winks at you, same old Jarnan, and walks to the bar.
So Mara is actually proficient at cards. Before she
Hey,
goes
so's Grim.
checks on Francis, she's actually going to be in the bar too, playing cards.
Nice. I think you struck up a friendly game of cards with these like 3 dwarfen miners that are sitting there, and you don't really speak the same language, but the language of cards is universal.
I actually speak Dwarvish.
Oh, well,
Get wrecked, DM.
then you do speak the same language, but remains universal.
Ah, yes. I'm not going to try to cheat them or anything. I just wanted to spend a little bit of time, see if I can make some money and lose some money. Who knows?
Yep. What game you playing?
Cards, I believe you said.
I mean,
Excuse me, I'm playing cards.
Playing cards.
Obviously.
Five card poker.
All right, yeah.
Playing Gwent.
Copper and silver pieces. Nothing serious.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you play a few hands, you win some, you lose some, and altogether you break up about 3 silver pieces.
Woohoo!
Nothing to write home about. But not bad.
Meanwhile, everyone's confused about what the Texas and Texas Hold'em is.
What is this Texas?
Texas.
Hey, Tejas. Yes.
Tejas.
Alex, would I have to make a check to see if Grim drank that whole barrel already?
No, he did.
Okay, he bought another one.
Okay, he did. He's on his 2nd barrel of beer. He's a beefy boy.
I'm keeping half an eye on the half orc and subtly impressed.
Erethan will have just gone to the barkeep to try and secure a room for the night.
Yep, he gives you a single room. You pay 5 silver pieces for it.
Okay.
Rahu's staring at Grim in awe.
Erethan, did you go straight to the room, or would you have sat down somewhere where I could talk to you?
No, yeah, I'm just sitting on my own somewhere, with drink in hand. Some elven brandy. Is that a thing?
Nice.
I feel like it should be a thing.
It is now.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I'm sitting with some elven brandy.
After my last hand, I politely excuse myself from the dwarves and make my way over and sit down and just start trying to get to know a little bit about Erethan without, being overly, I don't want to say forward. She's not flirting with him, but just like not making it trying to sound like she's sneaky. She just like genuinely wants to know who she's going to be traveling into the fucking Underdark with.
Mm-hmm.
Language. There are children about.
There are. Bradley's dead and Judge is gone for now.
I meant the actual child.
Okay, fair enough. Oh, so you're one of those people that's coming with us, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Where are you from? And what exactly is your skill set?
Silweald. No actual place in Silweald, to be honest. We just roam about, but I have my bow, I have my wolf, as you'll no doubt have seen. And yes, we roam throughout Silweald, keeping the peace, our peace, you'll understand. And well, let's just say I'm good with a bow, I'm good with a short sword should it come to it. And apart from that, nothing really bothers me, to be honest. It gets most of the work done.
Fair enough. Would you consider yourself somebody who would try to sneak past anybody, or would you rather just take them out and not have to deal with them later on?
Now, there's a question. I have been known to sneak by a guard or two in my time. Yes, it's rather a hobby of mine. God, I didn't think I was going to be doing this posh accent. I need to tone it down. Not what I would do. Yes, I can blend into the shadows if that's what you're asking.
Good.
And you, I assume you're good with a sword or whatever it is. What do you do exactly?
I prefer my glaive, but I can use my short sword. I was trained in mounted combat. My horse is outside.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's what I saw. Okay, yes, I did wonder why we had a horse outside, but
yeah.
You didn't stable it. You just left it outside the bar. You know that?
Yeah, Francis won't go anywhere. He knows what to do, but
it's a male. I see. I didn't look closely, to be honest. Nice name. I have.
No, I appreciate that. I just wanted to try to get to know a few of the members of the party before we journey down there.
Yes, the Underdark's not exactly my favorite place to be, but
no, I think if we don't be too loud or cumbersome, we should be in and out as well as we can.
I agree. Well, it's not going to be like the forests, but I'm sure we'll make do. It's not what I'm accustomed to, but yes.
How do you feel about the half-orc?
I've seen plenty of my time. They've wandered about. They're fine people. It's simple, if you ask me, but... No,
Can I overhear them, Alex?
Shut up.
I'm gonna say no because you're both drunk and stupid.
Oh.
Fair enough.
Yeah. What's your intelligence, Trev?
I would keep an eye on Rahu and the half-orc. They both seem to be either in their cups or...
I would say Rahu could probably hear you. He's maybe drunk, but definitely not stupid.
Yeah, my intelligence, 9.
Yeah, I would just say keep an eye out for Rahu and the half-orc. They are either in their cups or dealing with something. I don't know. I'm not quite sure.
I'll lower my voice. Yes, I did. You saw what happened with that Rahu, didn't you?
I did. I heard.
Oh, good stuff. Well, money's money, I suppose.
Fair enough. As long as we stay as safe as that we can, no risks.
Yes, yeah.
All right, I'll see you at first light. Thanks.
Yes. Good night.
Good night. All right, just go off to my bed, or I go and pay for a room and then go off to my bed.
Yep, it costs you 5 silver pieces.
Yep. and I go out and feed Francis, and then, leave him there.
Yep, he's cool. He's got a. I think you probably have a big blanket for him.
Yeah.
Yep, all good.
And yes, Fiddle will also head to bed, and Leah will just take up a corner of the room.
Yep, very good. Dozing by maybe the small fireplace in the room, keeping things warm. It's just Rahu and Grim left awake.
Okay. Grim, fancy an arm wrestle?
Ha! Fancy man. Yes.
Fancy man. All right, go ahead. Do your strength contest then, boys.
Let's do this.
Oh.
We're all fancy men, so it's half work.
Racist again.
I'm so racist, yeah. Well,
Alright. I roll 20.
I've got a 15.
Oh, I got a 14.
Oh, it's a hard-fought battle, a hard-fought arm wrestle, but Rahu prevails.
You're round, big man.
Oh, shall I get a barrel for you too?
Hell yes.
2 more barrels.
And the bartender is this this dwarven man, and he's got one over his arm that he was about to tap for the customers. He's like, okay, but if you keep drinking like this, you're gonna drink me out of my whole supply.
That's not my problem.
Like the big fella said.
He puts it down, and he gets you another one, and you pay him another 30 gold pieces.
Oh, I love having gold.
And Rahu just stares at the 2 barrels like, me too, man. Me too, my friend. Me too.
Is Rahu a human?
Yeah.
Okay.
His drinking abilities are not
They're godlike.
godlike. Which he's proven on multiple occasions. Well, Sonny did, but it's the same body.
same system.
A little bit out of context. Is Rahu the demon that, I don't understand Rahu Sunny's thing right now.
So
What he does.
yeah, it's more of a split personality. Where it was never confirmed that he was a demon inside him, and that Rahu would occasionally come forward when Sonny was at his most distressed. Usually Sonny could gain control, but Rahu, after witnessing his friends die, Sonny's taking a real backseat at the moment. Well, has been for quite a while.
Yeah, I was kind of confused about that. Anyway.
Good to know.
Yeah. You were strong, human. I want to arm wrestle again.
Let's continue for a while.
Okay, go again.
Session 1.
9 this time for Sonny.
Oh, 18.
My round?
Alex.
Why was someone saying my name?
Because we just arm wrestled again. I didn't know
Yeah,
if you were
9 and
gonna say
18. I felt like that was pretty clear.
Yep.
Fine.
Don't need
yeah.
a DM to judge that.
This time, Grim feet.
I wanted to see
Right.
how you said. Damn it. Alright, anyway.
One more barrel for the big half orc, please.
Oh. I will sleep good tonight.
So, tell me a little bit about yourself, Grim. You a good fighter?
I'm still alive.
What's the big?
So yes.
That's the best answer I've ever heard. What's the biggest thing you've ever killed?
Oh, I don't know. Fuck, I gotta look up shit now.
Just say dragon.
I was gonna say dragon, but
They come in different
Yeah.
sizes, so you never know.
fine.
Freshly
I-
hatched.
I killed dragon.
kill the baby dragon.
Yeah, I killed dragon.
Nice.
Big dragon. Huge dragon.
Nice.
And then I killed its babies.
Fucking hell.
Tiny eagles. They could not fly away.
Rahu's generally bending over with his ribs aching. He's loving this guy.
Jesus. Bartender comes up and he looks at you guys. You want some food to wash that down?
Nonsense. No food.
Oh, well, you see, we got this.
I said no food.
Challenge. Oh, okay. And he walks away.
Oh, wait. Challenge?
Yeah, I mean, if you think you're man enough, or I suppose half man enough.
How much food do I need to eat?
As much as we put in front of you.
How much?
Well, looking at you, you're a big man. I'd say we're gonna give you about 5 pounds of rabbit, 5 pounds of pasta.
I eat all your food. Bring it.
All right. And he
Does
calls
this?
back off to the kitchen, and he points at Sonny. Are you hungry?
No. My name's Rahu.
Oh, sorry. Of course it is. Well, he doesn't address you by name. So
No,
it's
yeah,
fine.
yeah. And no, but he looks at Grim and says, "Does this guy want to go out of business?"
Okay,
I don't know.
and he marches off to the kitchen.
It's the pasta that will get you.
Every
I just- He's Grim's 3 barrels in. This man's about to throw up.
Oh god.
Today,
It'd be busy.
today on Grim versus Food.
I was gonna say this will become a thing.
And you can see in the other corner, you can see someone who's got a slightly smaller but nonetheless impressively large plate of what looks like rabbit and pasta in front of him, and all these other guys are crowded around going, eat, 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 and the guy's like looking like he's about to throw, no more, eat, eat. So you know what's in store. I'd say probably 20 minutes passes, and the guy comes back with a trough of pasta. And a brace of 5 rabbits on a rope that have been roasted, and he lays it down on top of the trough of pasta, and he says, "Okay, if you can finish it all in an hour, it's free."
Oh, okay. I'll just start eating right away.
Okay, you do. And I'm gonna say you make it about halfway through. You're cruising. You're in the flow. Make a Constitution saving throw.
You can do it. You can do it. Do it.
The first roll of the new campaign is this.
Alright, so I roll d20 plus. I'm trying to figure out my modifier real quick. I don't have it set. Ooh, 20.
Yep, you're just at the first. You've reached the halfway point. It spurs you, and you keep eating and eating and eating and eating, and you finish. And now you're maybe 4/5 of the way done. Make another Constitution save.
Oh, you son of a gun. 19.
Yeah, you are getting right down to it. You are eating and eating and eating. It's disappearing, and the bartender's like slack-jawed. He's never seen anybody eat this much food in one sitting. Then your belly slowly expands, and all the guys that were watching the other guy have abandoned him because he was a wuss, and they've come over to you, and they're like, eat, 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 and you're loving it. You're eating it up, and you've got 1 drumstick left. Make a Constitution.
Before you roll that, Sonny looks at everyone and says, "If you want to keep watching my man, you got to pay your coins." Is he going to do it, or isn't he? And I get him out a little
And
bit.
he's like, no, he's gonna do it. He's gonna start slapping coins in your hand. Yeah, I got five silver on the guy. He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. No, wait a minute.
Did the bartender ever say there's a prize for this, or does he just make you eat his
He said if you
leftovers?
finish it in an hour, it's free.
Oh, good. Okay.
Oh, I do not want to pay for all that food. Alright, here we go.
And as you consume the last wafer thin piece of
Wafer
rabbit,
thin, monsieur.
would you like some wafer thin rabbit? There's that one last bite, and you put it in your mouth, and all of a sudden you just. And the bartender goes, "Hit the deck!" And he dives, and you just You spew half-digested rabbit all over your new hands, and you emit a huge bellow and burp. And the bartender says, "Okay, I'll get the check."
And I'd look at everyone who betted that he would. Come on, pay up.
And they like put slimy, puke-covered money in your hand.
About 6 rooms away, my wolf perks up and starts sniffing the air.
Pawing at the door. You feel a slight tremble as the earth minorly shakes from the force of this gastronomical explosion.
Quietly, quiet.
The other guys, they start to puke as well. You know, the vomito domino effect. Everyone's puking and slipping. It's pretty gross.
It's like the Goonies star, isn't it, from Chunk?
I was just gonna say.
Exactly.
I'm gonna be right back.
Okay. And and he comes back with a little mint on a plate with a small piece of paper. It's your check. It's 25 gold pieces for that much rabbit.
We'll be right back.
I will hand over my winnings to Grim. So put that towards it.
It more than covers it. You end up with like 2 gold pieces up.
Yes.
Awesome.
Thank you, friend.
You're more than
He
welcome.
looks at like the puke dripping plate. He takes it away. And you can hear the sink running in the back as he washes off his money.
This is the most fun I've had in a long time, he tells Grim there, so I think we're going to have fun.
I will make sure to bring extra barrels for the Underdark.
The Underdark doesn't know what's about to hit it.
And then Grim, I just imagine Grim just falling asleep right then and there. He's not going to get a room or anything.
Closely followed by Rahu, whose head hits the pool of vomit as well, because it's like he didn't want to pass out before Grim, just to kind of prove that he was better than him. But as soon as Grim passes out, Rahu's body just gives in and passes
They're
out
like
too.
half spooning in the puke.
Oh, God.
That's an image I didn't actually need.
No, I was going to say, you know, well.
Oddly enough, the 2 lovebirds doesn't include Mara. Wonderful.
Yep, so far so good for Mara. But she's gonna come find that in the morning.
Remind me to get a leash for Leah. She's going to try and eat.
So are we, is it the morning time now?
Yeah, they've passed out. So you pass the night in comparative uneventfulness, and you awake in the morning to find yourselves, Rahu and sorry, I'm still learning the names. Rahu and Grim. You are both lying in exactly the same position, but you are spotlessly clean, and everything around the bar is also spotlessly clean. There is not a trace of your gastric eruptions to be found, nor lingers a smell. And yeah, you awake.
I would imagine that Rahu would find that quite strange, because I'm sure he's used to waking up stinking and covered in vomit.
Would this be after I would have got up?
Nope. You come down in the morning and find it's completely clean.
Right, because I would have done that with prestidigitation and cleaned up them up. But...
Can Rahu do a perception check to see if he can?
Sure.
Because I'm sure he would kind of perceive that that's not quite right. Normal waking up routine. Perception. Oh, 20.
It's super magic.
Okay.
You're not sure what kind, because that was a perception check, not an arcana check, but it's super magic.
Okay. So, he looks at John and I'm incredibly clean and fresh smelling this morning, John.
Like your clothes as well are slightly like fresh linen smell. They weren't quite washed on you, but like they're fresher than they were when you lay down to sleep.
Is this your doing, or is something going on here?
I imagine, from what I heard, think he didn't want his place smelling of your vomit. So I will thank him for the favour of freshening up the smell.
Grimm's vomit, I'll have you know. I never vomit.
I smell amazing. I have never bathed before. Is this how you're supposed to smell?
How do the rest of us smell, big man?
Oh, I like this new character.
Shall we go?
Yeah, I make my way downstairs, and
yeah, me too.
I kind of have a moment of expecting more of a mess, but then just kind of pleasantly surprised and make my way down there and make eye contact with everybody and nod, and I think that's right around the time when you would say are we leaving, and then just kind of following the pack.
Yep. Erethan will also walk in, and Leah, having smelled all the vomit, will be slightly disappointed now that there's nothing there, and just kind of
she kind
looks
of
at
paw
me.
at the ground and sniff around
Yeah.
and sort of lay down despondently.
She looks at me a little bit confused, and that's just life, Leah. Sorry.
I will order another barrel, and for on the way, and I will tip an extra 5 gold, and say, "I'm sorry about last night."
And he goes, problem. Just don't come back for a while. I need to get more beer.
I'll be back tonight.
No, I need more beer.
We'll see.
I quickly asked the barkeep, is there an adventurers guild in town by any chance?
Guild? Yeah, there's well, there is and there isn't, right? Like, there's outside of town. If you head out there, there's a hunter's hall. Lots of adventurers kind of pass that way. You got your wizard pavilion in the center of town, but there's not like an adventure,
Fair enough. Thank you.
Just depends on what you're looking for.
A bit of a squire, if you will.
I'd try the hunter's hall if I was you.
Did
Fair
you
enough.
say that the wizard pavilion was in the centre of town?
Yep, center of town, can't miss it. Big round building, tree,
I'm sorry. Did you say tree? I
Yeah,
like
there's a tree in the center of the wizard pavilion courtyard. There's
Sorry.
in all of them, like in all of them.
They're tall green things.
Yes, yes, I know.
I have trouble too. Oh,
Yes, sorry, yes, of course.
So
Perhaps I should, yes.
Jordan, it sounds like you might be interested in checking out this wizard pavilion to see if you can get any scrolls or tomes.
I've been here a few days. I've got everything I need. Thank you.
Wonderful. On our way out, we should stop by the Hunters Guild if we may. I believe having someone close by to ride a pack horse or pull a wagon would be beneficial for us. And if it becomes too cumbersome, we can leave them behind at any point.
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I carry my resources, but if you want to go and hire someone out of your gold, that's...
Do you know how heavy whatever we're getting from the Underdark is?
Yeah? Do you want to say that louder?
I just kind of imagine Grim will just repeat what he said, but in a very loud tone.
Yeah, where's that thing from the under?
Did you hear that, boss man?
Did you hear what he said?
I heard it the first time. Yeah, thanks.
Sorry.
I've tried.
I cock my head and squint a little bit and nod and start making my way outside.
We'll reconvene in a few hours and we'll leave before the end of day.
So you walk out of the tavern and you find yourselves in the outskirts of this city of Morose. You're in these sort of single-story track. I hesitate to call them slums, but I will. Slums. Slums. And yeah, it's the summertime. It's summertime I would liken the climate to Siberia. So it's lots of lovely lush green trees. The ground's kind of soggy, but there's lots of fields and that kind of thing all around. So you are you're in this sort of like large flat city, but you're definitely on the outskirts of it. So if you want to go in, you can. Otherwise, you're on your way out. There's a main road out of town. You haven't been told by Jordan where you're going, so I would advise not straying too far.
All right. Are we all moving together towards the Hunters Guild, or at a later time soon?
I need potions.
Aerothin would need some extra arrows, I think.
Rahu just follows Grim because he's cracking him up.
These two are going to be like the sidekicks. It's going to be not having.
So I imagine Aerothin and I kind of decide that we're both going to go to the Hunters.
Yeah, I would be going there.
I would probably go to the Hunter's Lodge with these two. They seem slightly more sophisticated than the other two idiots. And you know, I'd probably want to know at least something about what I've hired.
Yeah.
So I could go.
Can Rahu whisper to Grim, and he says, "And by potions you meant booze, didn't you?"
Oh no, but we'll get that too. And I'll just grab him and basically drag Rahu with me.
Would I have heard that?
I want you to roll a perception check and see if you heard that.
Ooh, we got quite.
Oh, that'll be a natural one.
Wow.
You temporarily forget where you are. You have one of those moments where you face out and you're like, oh, I was miles away.
Oh, you cut out then.
You were miles away, and you snap back in, and you don't really know
miles
what's going
away. You cut out. That's fine. I wouldn't really be trying to listen to them. Anyway.
No, I don't think your brain was focused on that.
They have nothing of worth that I need to hear.
Hey now,
Nice.
boss. Don't be mean, boss mode.
I'm gonna roll a perception check too to see if I would hear them, because I feel like Mara would be the listen and type.
Why does everyone want to hear me say I'm getting beer?
Well, I mean, I'm sure we would have seen a quick turn in to whisper something. Oh, that's a 7.
Nope.
Aerothin doesn't care. Aerothin's feeding treats to Leah. And does not care.
How does the war horse and the wolf get along?
Ooh.
I mean, Leah's well trained, so she's not going to do anything. It's up to your horses to.
It's a war horse. I imagine it's probably pretty.
Yeah.
on the
I'm
ball.
pretty sure it's on a working basis. I'm sure police dogs and police horses work alongside each other. So.
Are we moving out of town and like mounting up?
Well, not yet. I didn't
Right,
think, because they're going into town to find beer.
Yeah, but I thought we were going to a Hunter's Lodge just outside of town.
Yeah. How about as I mount Francis, I turn to Grim and Rahu and I say, I'm assuming that the Hunters Guild is on the way towards the Underdark opening. I kind of like what I guess.
Yeah, it's you actually have because you haven't asked where the Underdark opening is.
Would I know where it is?
You would know where it is. It is, if you look on your little map there, you are in Morose. It is located in the mountain range directly to the south.
Oh.
Is that map in resources? Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
it's just gone back in. We're in. Where are we?
Upper left.
Oh right. I call that morose. That's why I'm confused.
Well, I wrote it, so it's morose.
I know, I understand it is exactly your language. That's fine. Fine. That's why I couldn't read it. But... Okay. So yeah, because I missed that bit of where we were. Sorry. I blame it.
So I suggest convening at the Hunters Guild and then making our way towards wherever we need to go towards. And I kind of look at everybody as I say it.
Okay, me and Grim will meet you at the Hunters Guild after we've got our, and I touch my nose, potions.
Come here, you.
So that all.
Sweet. And I kind of nod at them and start clopping away, I guess.
Plopping away. You
Well,
clop
no, not-
away.
Not plop.
Careful.
Clip, clop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, you ride your horse. You ride it out of town. You ride it towards the Hunters Guild. Jordan, are you with Mara?
Yeah, I'd be walking until we got out of town.
Yeah, fine.
And then I would hold up my wand and just let a small signal light come out of the top. And within a few minutes, a dire wolf would come out.
Everyone has wolves.
Well, I was trying to find something different than a Pegasus, but the choices were.
It's pretty badass. What spell was that?
That's find greater steed, like I would use to find a Pegasus.
You could use you're in the Grim North. You could find like a moose
Oh.
or an elk.
I wouldn't have a moose. I'm not very foresty. I just want a big beast to ride.
Well, that's fine. Or a giant, some sort of dire boar. That could be quite interesting.
Oh. The selection was small on the thingy, but it gives those as examples.
Oh, well, there you go. Never mind then.
I can't ride my wolf.
I'm
just walking the whole way.
It's a very big... In fact, no, I'll just have the Pegasus for now.
Okay.
Yeah, so the Pegasus can fly down. Sorry.
And I mean, I'm not in a full gallop, you know what I mean? I'm just kind of...
No, because we'd be walking anyway, but
Okay.
I'd be gathering my horse.
I was just imagining you guys all leaving me. I'm just like, oh shit, I've got no horse.
Way.
Way.
No, but I wouldn't draw attention to myself with a Pegasus inside the city.
Okay, then off we go.
Off you pop. You what are you with your wolf? Are you walking?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, are we going? I thought we weren't going that fast. It doesn't matter. I mean, I can have rented a horse at some point if it helps.
I don't know that it does.
No, generally I'd just be walking fast. I'm pretty fast, so I can just dash the whole way there. No,
Okay,
I will.
great. You're just
I will-
sprinting.
I'm basically, yeah.
I'm only riding a walking pace.
Okay, so there we go. I'm just walking beside Jordan and his Pegasus, which he now. Oh no, sorry. What did you have?
No, it is Pegasus.
It's Pegasus, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm walking
Pegasus.
beside him and his Pegasus, which I guess now he has for show-off reasons. Yeah,
Have it because it's a useful mount.
I see. Okay, well, yes, I'm just walking beside Jordan and the Pegasus and wherever Mara is. Are you just? Okay? Yeah, we're all just walking speed.
Okay, great. You walk all the way to the Heroes Guild. It is a large, long hall made of wood, big, ornately carved wooden doors, double doors in the front, which are wide open. You can hear general merrymaking inside. The roof is thatched. And as you enter, you see two long rows of pillars, wooden timbers that are supporting a beamed roof holding up the thatched roof itself. There are tables down the outside between the pillars and the walls on either side, like picnic table style, with large benches to pull up next to it and long wooden tables. In the center, there is a couple things. There's in the very center of the room, there is an enormous cauldron of mead. And then on either side are roasting coals with spits, and you can see pigs on them turning. And at the very back of there's tapestries and on the the tops of the posts where the roof meets the wall. I'm sure there's an architectural name for that, but I don't know it. There are the various heads of creatures that have been part of the kill, the spoils of this Hunters Guild. You see beasts, yetis, all manner of great and small, dangerous and more mundane, are all stuffed on the wall. The largest and most impressive is this huge red dragon head that sits at the very end over a small alcove at the back of the rectangular room, which comes off of it. There's 2 steps up, and on it are, in the center, a large carved wooden throne with a slightly smaller one on the right-hand side. There's some doors that go behind there as well. Very rich tapestries, again, adorning all of that. And in that seat sits a man who is got blonde hair. It's pulled back. He's got like a ring of goatee around his mustache, and then it connects to his chin fuzz. He's shirtless. He's covered in scars. He's fucking shredded. He's missing an eye. He's got a big scar over where one eye used to be. It's all milky and gross. And he's got this huge battle axe across his lap. And next to him is a buxom blonde lady in the seat. And there's general merriment. Everyone striking up a band and having a good time. People are dancing and fornicating variously. It's quite the party here in the Hunters Guild. Let me see if I can find some music for it.
While you're finding music, would there be anybody around who might be able to just spare me some arrows for some money quickly?
There are no one's really paying attention too much. Everyone's busy eating and drinking and having a good time. So I think you just go up to a quiver and you take some and you put some coins in the quiver.
Cool. Arrows.
I make my way over to what maybe are there any like barkeeps or people that are servants, if you will?
Testing.
Hello.
Sorry, I disconnected for a second. What did you say?
I said I make my way over to a servant or somebody that looks like they work there or could help me find out what's going on right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you see there's like a boy. He's got a tray of mead and he sees you approach. Hello, sir. Hello.
Sir.
I'm sorry, I didn't notice you were a woman. I'm very busy.
Clearly. Might I ask what's going on right now?
Oh, it's the return of the hunt. They've been out for weeks, and they've brought back some spoils, and now it's a celebration.
Would you know of any squires or young aspiring hunters that may want to go on a hunt with a local adventuring party?
This is the Hunter's Hall, miss.
Indeed it is. Anybody who's not busy, and I look around to the people fornicating and gesture or drinking. Somebody who's not occupied right now.
You said fornicating?
That's what I heard.
Yes. Well, I mean, you'll have a hard time today. Most of them will be making merry.
Holy shit. Is this really loud for anybody else?
You can turn it down.
How do you turn it down?
If you right click on the name on your browser, you can slide the user volume down. I recommend 1%.
Right click. Okay. There we go.
Either 1% is quite loud, but it works.
Here, let me. Okay. Can you guys hear this too loud on my thing still?
No, you're fine.
No,
okay. Cool. So I make my way over to the large man with scars on the throne, and I congratulate him on the hunt and ask him his name.
And he kind of gives you a deep nod with his head. You know, he acknowledges your respect, and says, I am Heorot.
Hayot?
Heorot.
Heorot. Got it. Hold on. Unfortunately, great Heorot, I have not heard of your prowess in the region, as I'm new here, but clearly you have many spoils. Might I ask if you have any young men or women squires that may be of use to an adventure or a hunt that I'm preparing for?
We have many fine hunters. Look you. And he demonstrates to the room. Each one here has proven their mettle, but none will go with you today. You must come back tomorrow.
Interesting. Jordan, are you next to me right now?
Yeah.
I turn to you and I ask if we might be able to leave tomorrow instead of today in order to get somebody, or if you would prefer to leave immediately.
I'd rather set off.
Fair enough. I nod and.
If we need the day, we can day.
Okay. So I'm actually going to. There's a long table here in this hall, right?
There are 4 very long tables.
Okay.
Running down the length of the hall, on either side.
Oh gosh, let's see how well this goes. I go and stand on a chair and then stand up on the table, and I shout out as loud as I can. Hear me, great hunters under the great Heorot.
Hey, Heorot! He gestures with a hand.
And I say,
When he says
great...
hear me, I'll just cast prestidigitation to make a puff of smoke.
Oh, nice.
Just above his head to draw attention.
Hey!
A great hunt has ended, but an even greater one, more risk, more reward, is beginning now. Are any one of you willing or even strong enough to join the likes of the adventurers of the party that of my party, leaving immediately?
And this burly guy comes up to you and he says, strong enough to join you? Who are you? You have no honor here. Why should we go with you instead of the great Heorot? Ha ha ha!
And I step down. How tall is he?
He's probably like 5'6".
5'6". I step down off of the table onto the chair, and then step down off of the chair in and look down at him at 6 feet, and I go, I intend to prove my honor here today, to bring honor to the great Heorot. And as I say that, I pull my sword out and I drop it onto the ground. I can doff my chainmail pretty easily, right?
Yeah, I'd say there's like 2 little clasps at the collarbone, and then you would be able to like slide out of it pretty easily.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I pull my sword out, shove it into the wooden floor, and I undo the 2 clasps and throw my chainmail onto the ground. And I say, who among you believes you can beat me in single combat in order to prove my honor to bring someone with me on this great hunt?
And everyone's like, ooh. And the man that you were talking to, he unstrips his belt and he drops his warhammer to the ground and says, I will fight you.
I'm so sorry.
I will show you what a man of Heorot can do.
I'll call it. Sorry, guys. I just got some kind of crazy news. Can I just give me like 2 minutes?
Yeah.
How do I?
It's okay. He's fine.
He's okay.
He's totally. He's got paralysis, no speech.
Is he still in the hospital?
He should be out today.
Okay. All right. Thanks for letting me know. Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm back.
You all good? You need a minute?
No, we're totally good. My dad was just letting me know.
Okay.
Who's the man that was it? The guy who challenged me in the beach?
Yeah, it was the same guy. He's
same
like
guy?
throwing down with you. Yeah.
Sweet. All right. Are we wrestling? Are we pulling initiative?
I wouldn't call it initiative because I don't know that you're gonna have a proper like. There's only 2 of you, so the initiative is like one and then the other.
Okay.
So I would say that yeah. Why don't you go ahead and go? You can go first. What are you gonna do? You gonna grapple him? You gonna punch him?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try to grapple him.
Yep.
So
you need to make a strength check.
all right, my strength check is
I forgot how to roll a die on here. Here we go.
17 for me.
He gets a 15, so you get in there. You grapple him.
So I grapple him. As I grapple him, you put their arms behind their head.
The half Nelson.
And I just kind of.
Oh.
Yeah. Showing my strength off a little bit, and then I push him off.
Yeah, and everyone's laughing, and he like dusts himself off, and he charges at you, and he tries to sweep your legs out from under you with a mighty kick, and that's going to be a 15 against your armor class.
Well, I actually took my chainmail, so yeah, that's gonna hit.
Okay. Yep.
It's just 10, right?
It's 10 plus your dexterity. You're not a barbarian or anything like that, are you?
No, I'm a fighter, so shouldn't it be 10 plus?
Plus your dexterity.
Yeah.
Okay, so 11. So
Yeah. So he gets you. Yeah. He sweeps your feet out from under you, and you go down onto your back. But what do you do?
I'm gonna, as I'm on the ground, I want to grab his legs and try to pull his feet so he's on the ground with me.
Yep. Okay. Roll a strength check to see if you can do that.
Ooh, yikes! Yeah, that's gonna be a 6 altogether.
He only scraped a 10, so you lost, but only just. You get him, and he kind of stumbles, and then he goes in and he goes and kicks at you, and he gets you right in the tit for 1 point of damage.
All right.
Right in the tit.
I'm gonna use half my.
You release him.
I'm sorry.
You release him when he
Oh.
kicks you in the tit. You don't have him hold him
Okay.
anymore.
Oh, okay. So now it's his turn again.
Alex, does it look like he's winning? Or
Yes.
does it look like... Yeah, okay. Does it look like Mara's winning?
No.
Right.
Mara's flat on the ground. She just got kicked in the tit, and he's up on his feet.
Right.
So I at the end of that, as I get kicked, is it still my turn?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, I want to use half my speed and get up,
Yep, you pop up on your feet.
and I put my hands up, and I'm ready for a swing or whatever you may say.
Yeah, he goes in, and he's got like a fighter stance on him, and he goes, it's your go, so you can swing at him if you want.
Oh, it's still okay.
Yeah, you didn't use an action. Oh yeah, you did. You grabbed his leg, didn't you?
Yeah, I tried to grapple him.
He's gonna go ahead and swing for you there. He's gonna clip you in the jaw for 6 points of damage.
All right.
Gonna get a solid right hook in.
Yeah. As I catch that one, I'm gonna go back on my back foot and then just swing at him too.
Yeah, go ahead.
And it's a plus, or actually no, I'm not proficient in my hands. Unarmed, right? Or no, I'm a fighter. I should be.
Everyone is proficient with their hands. They're your
Okay.
hands.
Fair enough.
Hands.
13 to hit.
Yep, you'll get him.
And then I'm gonna use my extra attack as I follow through with the punch to just kind of like elbow him with the same arm. And oh yeah, that's gonna hit. That's a 19 plus 3.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Alright, cool. So damage is just a 1d4. Right? 3 and 4, 7 altogether.
That's
Nice.
1d4 plus your strength.
Oh, okay. So plus strength on both those. Okay, so that's 7 plus 8 on both of those. Or altogether plus 8.
So 8 or so 15?
Yeah, 15. Sorry.
Fucking hell. Okay. Yeah, you fucking like you ring the bell. He is he kind of has to shake himself back into the moment after you get him. He's on his back. And he rolls to the side and uses his speed. He pops up, and he's looking a little woozy, but he goes in and he tries to get you in the ribs for
Oh yeah.
a hit. Yeah. For 7 points of damage.
Nice. As I kind of cringe from it, I give a big smile and I turn to the crowd and I raise both my arms, bellow, if you will. Ah!
And the crowd goes, "Wah!"
And I go to grapple him again.
Yep. Okay. Strength check.
Oh baby.
15.
I got 22.
Yeah, that'll fucking do it.
And as I grapple him, I'm gonna go ahead and lift him up off the ground and slam him onto the ground.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, that's gonna do. I don't know. I guess that's improvised. So roll 1d4 plus strength once.
7 altogether.
7. Okay, hang on. Since 22. Yeah, he spits out a tooth. You still got him grappled, so he needs to try and break free. So he's gonna try and contest your strength with his
Ooh, yikes.
12.
Nat 1.
Yep, nat 1. So as he breaks free, he manages to elbow you right in the nose for 5 points of damage.
Very good. And it's his turn, right?
No, that was his turn to break free from the grapple.
Oh, yeah. So we're both standing up.
Yeah, you're facing each other now. Your nose is bleeding, his mouth is bleeding.
Is his back to Heorot?
To Heorot, yeah, that's right.
I'm gonna go ahead and, with all my strength, kick him back into Heorot to have him land at the feet of Heorot, essentially.
Okay.
All right. Oh yeah, 18 plus, whatever. Is that it?
Yeah, that'll do it.
And then I'll just do a d4. Yep, 8 damage.
So that was 8 plus 7. Yeah, it looks like fucking garbage. He's not unconscious, but he's not getting back up. He collapses at the feet of Heorot, who kind of sneers and gives you a subtle nod.
Nice. I walk over to the good gentleman and I put out my hand. See if he'll take it so I can.
He
pick
takes
him
it.
back up.
Yeah.
And I pick him back up and I as I raise his arm in the air, I raise my arm. Ah!
And everyone bellows in the crowd. Wah!
As the guy goes, "Are you not entertained? Ooh, join me."
At this point, I will turn to Jordan and say, "Well, so much for being circumspect."
She won at least, that's all that matters.
She's a good one, that one.
So, is there a group of guys that come up or anybody?
Yeah, you get the little guy comes up with a big thing of mead for you. So you're given some mead, and the other guy's shown off to have his wounds nursed, you get a couple younger gentlemen coming up to you that are like, "Oh, I'd love to join you on your hunt."
Oh, perfect.
The oldest one is probably 17.
How's the 17-year-old? What does he look like? What's his deal?
Let me see if I can find you a picture.
Like as far as like attitude goes, do any of them seem standoffish or?
Oh, I see. Most of them, the standoffish ones haven't come over. Most of them seem suitably impressed and ready to go. The 17-year-old hit his growth spurt pretty hard, and he's taller than he is broad. He's kind of lanky, but the other ones are a little stockier because they're 13, 14. But they all seem like they're eager to help.
Okay. I'm sure the 17-year-old will beef up eventually, and I take him aside and I ask him his name.
Simon. I'm Simon.
Simon. Make no mistake, Simon, this will not be easy. You'll be gone for a long time. There's no guarantee of pay. But if we do get paid, you will get part of my own share. Is this agreeable?
Yes, of course. I do it for the glory. And he kind of looks over at a guy sitting at a table, an older man who you maybe deduce is his dad, and his dad kind of gives him a little nod and a small thumbs up. Glory, yes, only glory is required. But yeah, pay would be good too.
Wonderful. I go over and in a very brief way give his father 15 gold just for the time being, in order just to say like, well, this is for any work that he would have been doing for your household or bringing back any food. This should suffice for the time we'll be gone. Later.
Yep. And his father accepts it and says, I appreciate that, madam. Your money is a kindness.
I nod, and then I turn to Simon and I tell him to pack his things. We leave very soon.
Yep, he rushes home.
All right, cool. I walk back to Jordan and Erethan, take a deep breath, and as I'm like, donning my chainmail again and putting my gauntlets back on.
Well, are you quite satisfied?
Yeah, I don't like carrying my own shit.
Yeah, that's I guess you got yourself a squire.
Sure do.
How
Hopefully
many
he doesn't-
hit points have you lost, roughly? Oh, sorry, I will cast Healing Word from the Owl at 5th level.
Oh wow.
Ooh,
Okay.
That's not an impressive amount of healing.
Oh, healing word.
Yeah.
I'm not a healer anymore. I've got to remember that.
I got you.
You guys.
No, not really.
How much?
Yeah.
How much does that heal for, or does it just?
6, 10, 11.
And amount.
One sec. Second. Right, so that is 10, 16 health.
Okay, cool, awesome, thanks. And I kind of look at you and say, "It's very refreshing. I appreciate that."
We may as well keep you in good shape.
Okay. I'm sitting at -3 of my hit point maximum, so I'm pretty good.
Cool. If you have no more business killing people, or no, well, not killing, shall we go?
I agree. Is Simon back yet?
It's been like 5 minutes, so no, not yet.
Oh, okay. Well, a drink perhaps.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, sit down. I still have that drink that the
the young guy brought you.
Yeah, I'm gonna, while we wait for Simon, I just want to peruse and talk to Hayrot and see if I can just get any local legends or any beasts that they haven't been able to track down, or just kind of shoot the shit.
Yeah, you with Hayrot.
Yes.
He is a man of few words.
Fair enough.
So you're kind of having a conversation with him, and he's giving you pretty monosyllabic responses. But you learn that he was the one that slayed the red dragon. He tells you a story of how he did it single-handedly. This huge red beast, and he slew it and took its head and brought it back. And that was how he became lord of this Hunters Guild.
How long ago did that happen?
15 years ago.
Okay. What happened to the lordship before you?
He died.
Just passed away in that amount
He was
of
an
time.
old man. Yeah, he was an old man. He died first time.
How many people are in this room at the moment?
70.
Okay.
Scared. What's he gonna do?
I mean,
Okay.
are we slamming beats right now? I feel like I feel like I've been driving the bus for him.
Yeah. I mean, I say we wait for Simon.
Simon returns.
Okay, and as if by magic, I believe we should probably leave and see the hell Rahu and Grim have been getting up to.
Oh yes, that's right. I forgot about them.
Oh yeah, we're actually meeting them. We're meeting them too, right?
Yeah, I'm sure by now they may have arrived.
Yeah.
Let's find out. Rahu and Grim, what were you guys up to?
Drink, 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 drink.
Smash cut back to
Yeah, I
Grim,
imagine,
like at the bottom of one barrel, he's pouring it open with his hand.
yeah, I imagine we just traveled around town, got lost and shit. I would have bought 4 health potions though. So
Okay.
how much is that?
Let me see. I need to look up a price for the health potions. Because I don't have that memorized.
What you
like
like? Potion.
Potion of healing is
How much?
The price then.
it doesn't say. This is annoying. 50
yeah.
GP. There it is. 50 GP. So 200 Gs.
Oh, okay. I'll buy 1 health potion.
Okay.
And I probably would have bought another barrel as we were walking to the hunting
Okay, that's
lodge.
another 15 Gs. So you've now spent 65 Gs on 75 Gs on barrels.
Oh, I've spent more than that. I've almost spent 100 on it.
Yeah, you fucking hell. All right, there you go.
Alright, yeah, and then I imagine we would have just casually made our way back, or to the hunting
Yeah,
lodge.
you wander to the Hunter's Lodge. You walk in to see everyone. It's kind of calmed down now a little bit. Everyone's still fornicating, but you have a grand old time. Stepping in, and it's not as crazy. There's not a big fight going on, and you see Mara with a broken nose and a bloody face. You see Jordan looking bored, and you see who else are we missing? Grim. No, you're Grim. Who am I missing?
Aerothan.
Me.
Aerothan. Sorry, and you see Aerothan looking haughty. I suppose is probably the right word.
Yeah.
Over in the probably over with Jordan.
I will walk up to Mara and say, "Pretty girl, you don't look so pretty."
It's like,
Wow.
What happened?
just, the usual. Gaining respect, honor.
You gained ugly. But okay, I respect it.
They've been having fun without us, Grim.
How dare they drink without me?
We only had a little.
No more.
No more.
No more without you, guaranteed. I'd hate to gain the ugly from you.
This is a new language we're gonna have to add to our sheets. Grim.
Grim speak.
Grim speak. Well, if there's nothing else to hold us here, should we get going?
Yes, boss man.
What? How much did Simon pack?
He brought like backpacks worth.
I
Who's this
turn
kid?
to him and I say, I'm glad to see you didn't overpack. I imagine this isn't.
This isn't my first excursion.
Can I do a perception check to see, or not deception? Yeah, perception to insight. See if he's lying to me.
That would be an insight check, and yes, you can.
All right.
I cannot. I'm sad. I can't make those checks anymore.
15.
15. Yeah, yeah. He's been around. He's no expert hunter, but you know he's been out. He'll know his way around. He's not going to be an idiot. You can kind of tell. He'll do what he's told.
Good shit. All right. Yeah. I turn to everybody else.
That guy then.
Yep. And and it's like and I look at him. I was like, he'll be fine. And just make our way outside.
Yep. It's a lovely summer's day.
Does he have leathers on or just common?
He's just got clothes. He's got like a little knife, like I wouldn't even call it a dagger, like almost a Bowie knife style, like in his belt. He's got some standard clothes. They're not rags, with like some leather bracers on.
Okay.
It's like it's dispensable.
Yeah. Right. How much? Oh God, sorry, I should know this. How much does leather armor cost? And would this Hunters Guild have any leather armor to procure?
Leather-
They have. Sorry, go ahead.
Leather armor costs 10.
Okay.
And they will have some. You know, it's a Hunters Guild. They'll have some spare supplies lying around.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him 10 gold and tell him to go get some proper protective gear.
And he gives you like a kind of an affected salute. Yes, yeah, right away. And he runs inside, and he's gone for about 5 minutes.
After he
Just let
leaves,
him die.
yeah, after he leaves, I'll lean back and talk to Rahu. $10 says the kid dies.
You're on.
I'll kill him myself.
To win the bet.
No. Rahu's like, no. No, we can't do that.
Well,
This
why?
has
10 gold.
has to be fair.
Fine. I'll use my hands.
You're all rather disconcerting people, aren't you?
Grim, we can't kill the hired help. If anybody else kills him, you win.
Okay. I'll hire someone to kill him.
Grim, you need to. We need to protect him. But if he dies, then you win. But it would be unfair if you helped him die in any way. I can't take that bet.
Jordan,
Fine. I
Jordan.
protect.
Yeah.
Where did you find these people?
I put out a word. I was looking for people. This is the best we got.
Oh,
Hey, Wolfman,
what?
I like your wolf.
I like my wolf too.
I don't like you.
Oh. Well, that's okay. The wolf is mine, so you're a bit screwed there, aren't you?
For now.
I know, just whisper something in Leah's ear.
What does Leah do?
I don't know.
Does she
We'll
growl?
wait.
What do you mean you don't know?
I'm just having a little chat with her. You didn't.
Oh, I
Nobody heard it.
I would
You
like-
might have done.
I would have liked to roll to see if I heard that.
You did not.
Oh, come on. At least let me roll.
Okay, you go ahead and roll.
I'll take disadvantage.
Doesn't matter. I've set my DC.
Oh, I thought.
40.
Am I not the DC?
What is the, what check is that?
What's the DC? Okay.
For listening, perception.
Yeah, no, but like, what modifier do I add?
Your wisdom.
Perception. Your wisdom.
Sorry, I don't have my thing on me.
Well, you know, pull the
Okay.
finger out.
Okay, I got a
You
5.
heard nothing.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
you heard what I would call jack shit.
Okay.
And yeah, Leah begins staring into your eyes.
Hi, pretty doggy.
She snarls.
Oh, you got pretty fangs.
She looks a bit confused and tilts her head.
Slightly flattered.
I'm basically just basing the whole Leah on my dog. So,
Is that what your dog is doing right now?
well, she's not in the room, but that's how she would react.
Very good. You begin to make your way out of town on creature back in various order. As a result of your various mounts. Jordan, you know, I don't know if you choose to share, that you are headed to... Oh, that's not a wolf.
She's close.
That
Bloody
you are
close.
headed to the ruins of the keep of Zalnog, which is deep in the mountain range that separates Morose from the other side of the mountains. That was not eloquent. But it was a keep of this dwarven leader, which fell over time. Now there's all these urban legends about it. But what you know that most people don't know, because you were told this by someone you don't want to mention, perhaps, is that deep inside, because it's a dwarven keep, there are links to mines, and through those mines you can access the Underdark, and that one of the reasons that the keep eventually fell was because they cracked into the Underdark and shit came out that didn't bode well for them. So you're off to the keep of Zalnog.
Zalnog.
Yeah, I can just I can relay that.
Very well.
So on hearing that, Rahu has another little, hopefully out of anyone's hearing, a little conversation with Sunny. It's not the same. It's not the same.
Did we hear that?
I don't know. How loud did he say it?
It's a little, yeah, it's maybe that loud under his breath, but maybe not at them, like into his shoulder. So depends how attentive they are to.
Shall I perceive it?
Yeah, I did not hear that.
I assume I'm walking next to you, so I'm just gonna turn to you and say, "Bless you."
I like you, Grim.
I like it.
Erethan just cocks an eyebrow and is a bit weary.
I like you too, fancy man.
Crazy boy.
Fitzy man.
Wait, which one's? Oh, it's Rahu Fancy Man.
I thought he said
Rahu
Fitzy
Fancy.
man.
Oh, Fitzy man. Fitzy man.
How's Simon faring?
It's dead.
Simon looks a bit concerned.
Yeah.
Simon, I have 10 gold on you that you die. Don't make me lose 10 gold.
Did you... Wait. You telling him to go die?
He's going to kill him if he makes him lose 10.
Rahu tells him, I've got 10 gold on that you're going to live for the next 48 hours, so I'll look after you.
Simon does not look reassured.
Don't
It's
worry,
okay.
we'll protect you from everything and from, well, these two.
No, fancy man said I can't kill him.
Mm-hmm. Fancy Man is right. Sorry, Rahu is right. I'm not going to call him Fancy Man.
He's fancier than you.
Be that than me. I don't think myself particularly fancy. I just gave myself the wrong accent at the start of the session. Let's continue.
Okay. You make your way out of town, and you begin to traverse over the fields, approaching the mountains, which are still snow-capped. They're quite tall. So they still have snow up at the top, but the base is still quite green, and the pass is clear. You walk for a better part of a day, and you begin to approach the keep at night. Or as the sun goes down, I should say. But the sun goes down. It gets dark pretty quick because you're nestled in this mountain pass where the sun has difficulty reaching. So it's not as... the twilight is pretty short, if that makes sense. So you find yourself outside the keep. You can see it just on the other side of this valley. You could make it there in about an hour if you wanted to. But the choice that you have is: do you prefer to camp and go in the morning, or are you going to head over there and make camp within the keep tonight?
Leave this decision up to the party leader, I would say.
Yeah,
I kind of look to Jordan.
we all look at Jordan.
I look up.
You see a shooting star.
Jordan.
Woohoo!
Jordan, what do you think we should do?
We'll camp the night once we get into the mine. And the daylight's not going to matter any. But we may as well head in rested.
Good. Boss man, is that what we keep? That building?
You can do whatever you want with the building once I've got what I want.
Okay. It's called a keep.
I got it. I got what you were saying. I don't think anybody else did. Oh my god. Well,
As a ritual, I will cast Leomund's tiny hut and create a 10-foot dome.
Yep.
Sleeping. Which can fit 9 creatures of medium size or smaller.
You've got fewer than that, so you're all right.
is there a nearby tree?
There are several.
I'm going to climb up.
And sleep in the tree.
Yeah.
I imagine Leah stays at the base of the tree.
Yeah, see, I don't know if she's very good at climbing. She's fine. She's able to, for the sake of storytelling in this campaign, whatever not mentioned, she is just fending for herself and doing well at it.
Yeah, very good.
For the sake of speeding things up.
Hey, Rahu.
Yeah.
10 gold says I can chop that tree down.
Fuck.
20 gold says I can do it with my fists.
You're on, pussy man.
Can I hear this?
Did you call him
Pussy man.
I couldn't think of
Okay.
something else.
Well, this
All right,
everything
go on then.
senses danger.
Yeah, you heard it.
Okay.
What? We
I'll
whispered.
Did you? Okay, then you did not hear.
Yeah.
Did Leah hear it? Because she communicated
No.
with me. Damn it.
Were they in the dome? And were you in the dome? When...
No.
Alright, okay.
The fuck's this happening?
As this is happening, I have Simon doff my armor for me and
Yep.
just do squirrely things, and we watch on
Yeah. If anyone,
waiting
she's
entertainment.
fancy woman.
Yeah, you watch. He takes your armor, he folds it nicely. He's putting it away. He's skilled. He's done this before.
Ah, good job, Simon.
Thank you, miss. Right,
Okay.
go on.
I'm
Chop
gonna
down the tree
sleep
with
in-
your fist.
Yeah. Are you attacking my tree?
Yeah.
Oh, he's not talking.
So I will begin with a. So I'm going to hit it with my fists. So unarmed strike. Doing an 8.
How high in the tree are you, Josh?
How high is the tree, Alex?
25 feet.
I'm about 20 feet up.
Doing 10 bludgeoning damage.
Are there other trees around this? Is it a patch of trees?
Yeah, it's the copse of like a little wood.
Yeah, that's fine.
Did you get that?
You did 8 plus what?
I did 10 bludgeoning damage to the tree.
Yeah, you take a goodly chunk out of it.
And then I'll do my second attack, which 25. That's going to be a hit, isn't it? Is that?
I think you've hit an inanimate object.
Is that? Let me just...
You don't need to roll. Sorry, just to be clear, you don't need to roll to hit the tree. It's a stationary object. You hit the tree.
Okay.
Yeah, but he might get a crit.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Okay.
Or he might get a nat 1. That's kind of what
Yeah,
I
that's the danger you run.
Um,
Equally as likely.
yeah,
smack your face on the tree.
that was a crit actually. So 8 bludgeoning, in total. And then I'm going to spend a Kai point to do Flurry of Blows. So I'll do that again. Doing 9 bludgeoning. And then doing...
Does Rahu have access to Kai points?
Yeah, he's exactly the same as Sunny.
Well, I just didn't. Obviously, he's not all and in touch with his deeper self. I didn't know if he was in tune with his Kai.
His meditation may take a different form to Sunny's.
Which is drinking and fighting?
Yep. That's how he gets his energy. And that was 10. So 10, 8, 9, 10.
To paper. You've turned it into toothpicks.
So it's like fast fists.
As that happens, I jump to another tree.
What does Grim think about that? Smashing the tree to bits with my fists.
Oh, you are strong. I like you.
Yeah, can I just jump to another tree?
Here's your 20 gold.
Yeah, you just nip to the next tree over.
Thank you.
Thanks, Grim. Show me what you can do.
Oh ho ho.
I'm gonna stealth and jump to a different tree after that.
Okay, roll stealth check.
I mean, there's no way I even know what tree you're on. I'm dumb as anything.
Yeah, but if you see him jump to a different tree, 18, yeah, you don't see him. He disappears in the tree.
Yeah, I'm in a tree somewhere sleeping.
Okay, I will just attack a random tree and hope that it is you. Alright, I guess I roll first. In case that
Before he rolls for the tree, can I cast Enlarge
On the tree?
No, on Grim.
Okay.
What did I do to you people?
So,
Grim, you suddenly find yourself to be double in size.
Oh, I feel tall. I'm scared of heights, guys. Change it back.
Oh.
Okay.
I'll let this spell go.
You shrink back down
Very Grim.
like a deflating balloon.
Thank you. So I rolled 20. Okay. it still hits, thank God.
Yeah, you hit that tree.
Aerith is just sleeping through all of this. He's gone to sleep.
2d6.
Once the opportunity to use magic is, I'll go back inside the dome.
Okay. I will swing my giant maul for 15 damage.
Yep, you shatter the tree.
Oh. I have firewood.
Oh my god.
I think Grim is also gonna look around to make sure Aerith fell or see if he fell. But I do
No,
not
he
see
didn't.
him.
The only thing that fell out of a tree was one frightened squirrel, which Leah gives chase to.
Well, I just get sad and drink.
Sunny gives 10 gold to Grim. So you did well tonight. You've won 10 gold.
Well, I lost 10
Yeah.
because I gave you 20.
You're
Can I
cleverer than you let on, aren't you, Grim?
Can I hear
No.
them having this conversation outside now?
You're asleep. No.
Oh yeah, I'm asleep. Damn it. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. My sleep listening.
Okay. I guess I get first watch.
I imagine Simon would kind of excitedly raise his arm and put his arm down will not be standing watch.
Simon, come stand watch with me.
God, would you say yes to that voice?
And I
I'm
kind of
surprised you know his name.
I get a smile on my face. I encourage Simon. I kind of give him a slap on the ass as he walks towards him.
So he kind of rubs his butt and he looks back at you and he excitedly and yet also kind of hesitantly walks over to this hulking half-orc idiot.
I will just give him a big bear hug and squeeze tight.
You can see his. He starts to turn slightly blue.
Oh, sorry.
Oh. Yeah, and he pats you on the knee as he's doubled over trying to catch his breath.
Actually, you know what? I changed my mind. Simon, stand watch with Grim.
He just gives. He's still doubled over with his hands on his knees. He just gives you a thumbs up.
I make my way inside the tent and get ready for bed.
Raha reminds Grim of our agreement. Don't let him die by your hands, Grim.
I will protect him.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea.
Simon, shut up.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Shut up. Okay. Well, we'll just casually walk around the camp.
Yep, you keep watch for the night. And all is well. Does someone relieve you? Does anyone help out Grim, or does Grim just keep watch?
Erethan would have helped because he only sleeps for 4 hours. So
yeah, there you go.
Yep. After 4 hours, I get up and take watch.
I'm completely safe in the dome.
Yes, you are. That's correct.
And anyone who's in the dome is safe as well.
Yes, they are. That's very good.
Okay.
It's now the morning.
Well done, guys. We survived our first night.
Good job,
Second,
son.
actually.
Second night, yeah.
Oh, is it? Oh, so
Yeah, you passed one night in the pub.
Okay, our first night outdoors. But
There you go.
I eat breakfast.
yeah.
Okay, great. What'd you have?
Eggs and bakey
Where'd you get it?
from the tavern.
Okay, great.
I did actually bring rations along.
Good man.
Erethan also has rations. You'll eat one of, and I'm actually going to start tracking these properly, so I'm going to take off.
Oh.
Thank you. Okay. It is morning. You've made breakfast. You've eaten. The day awaits.
Lead the way, wizard.
I have Simon don my armor.
Yep, he puts it on. It's very regal.
Okay, we will. What does do I know of anybody that runs the camp? Leah,
Suddenly,
Leah,
Leah
Leah! That wasn't even my dog.
what have you
Whose dog
seen,
was
Leah?
that?
What have you seen?
Yeah,
Someone falling down the wall.
I was going to say,
Where's
damn it.
Timmy? Whose dog was that?
It wasn't mine.
I
Who has a
don't
dog?
have, I don't have a dog.
I've got one, but she's asleep.
Well, you say that.
Yeah, I know. Well, my partner's taking care of her. I hope.
Sorry, guys.
Ghost
Was
dog.
that
Was
you,
it your
Trev?
dog?
Yeah, it was my dog.
Oh.
Yeah, someone knocked on my door, so bark time.
Yeah, that's
Probably asking if he's going to the pub.
Nah, they were getting liquor. From
Yeah,
my
of
room.
course.
bring them up
Liquor?
to you.
I hardly know her.
God. I don't know why I laughed at that.
I was like,
'Cause it's
do I know
fucking
if
funny.
the keep is abandoned?
You would assume so. Yes, it is derelict.
Right, that's what I. Right, that's fine. We'll.
Derelict
We will-
my ass.
Derelict my balls.
Oh, is it balls?
I resign.
Derelict my balls.
resign.
You got to.
You guys make roleplay difficult.
You're not doing roleplay right.
We will approach the keep then.
Yes. You get closer as you get up this hill. There's a single path to it, which is grown over mostly now. But as you head up this sort of ridge, getting up towards it, it's on this sort of jut out of the mountain face that sticks out. They've built this keep. It's a simple stone wall with this large. There's a square building. It's maybe 3 stories tall. This like rectangle, and then adjoined to that rectangle is a large circular tower that extends maybe another 1.5 stories above it. You can see it would have been a small outpost. It wouldn't have been a huge, thriving city. It's just a small defensive position to guard either a former territory or to guard something that's being hidden. In this case, from the history that you know, it was the outlook for mines underneath. But now it's crumbled into disrepair. The wooden roof has rotted away. A lot of the stones have crumbled in. There are signs of moss growing all over, wear and tear. The breeze whistles through some of the stones, the holes in the stones where others have fallen away.
Bossman,
Yeah.
can I go first?
Feel free.
Okay.
We're looking for a way down.
Okay, way down. Do I need to dig?
I would hope not.
Okay.
Oh God.
I will just run forward in front of the group. Into the keep.
You sprint towards the keep, and you hear a terrible noise.
What is that? What that was?
I stopped.
And out from the keep's hole, that's dirty. Out from the crumbled remains of the keep emerges a terrible lizard with, just looking at the picture here, which I will post in resources, several sets of legs. I don't want this. It is a beautiful blue color.
I definitely know what it is. This killed my group.
How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sets of legs in this long salamander-like configuration, and sparks dance around its jaws as it roars. It is angry, and it is here. Everybody roll initiative.
How do I
Awesome.
do that?
Bossman, can I eat this afterwards?
Gotta live first.
Okay.
I have a 9.
16, Alex.
Hang on.
I'll
Erethin.
get it on chat.
9.
Wait, I get a bonus.
Erethin 9. Jordan 16. Rahu.
13.
Mara.
9.
Also
9
9.
buddies.
On the app, Fight Club
Yeah.
app, it says initiative +1, so I assume I get 13 on my roll.
If you hit the button and it rolls for you, it'll add it all in. So if you told me the number it throws
Yeah,
up at you, it's all
everything.
calculated on your behalf.
What are the
Everything.
odds that I roll a 12 again
Oh,
when I hit
wow.
the button?
Cool.
So yeah,
Pretty. I mean, it's 1 in 20.
Yeah.
Those are the odds.
Well, it's 1 in
Um,
20 twice.
Oh, okay. So 1 in 400.
Yes.
No.
Well, 1 in 399.
It's factorial
No.
or something like that.
No. The chance that he rolls it twice is that, but the chance that he rolls it after already rolling it is still just 1 in 20.
That's true
That
because
is-
it has no
It's
bearing on the next roll.
independent of each other.
Yeah.
Mathematics with Jordan.
Statistics, buddy.
now I really feel like Grim because I'm dumb at math.
What are you
worry.
studying again, Trev?
Uh,
Aside from alcohol studies.
Political science. I'm going to law.
Okay, there you go.
You need maths for that.
No, you don't. Okay, Jordan, you are top of the order, my friend. Let me lay out the scene for you. So you guys are, you're on a maybe 15-foot wide road. On one side is a sheer mountain face. On the other is another sheer mountain face going the opposite direction, straight down. There is maybe 80 feet between you and the body of the keep, where this hideous lizard is wrapped around the circular coil at the top. So that's about 40 feet up. There's some terrain dotted between you and it. There's this stone wall with a large stone gate that's not collapsed, so it's just a hole in this wall. There's some chunks of stone in the overgrown courtyard, and then there's the keep itself. Okay, Jordan, you're up.
Could I roll something to see if I recognize this?
Yeah, why don't you roll a...
Do you want a nature, an arcana?
It's natural, I guess. So do a nature check. It's not necessarily. It has magical properties, but it's not a fully magical creature like a demon or anything. So.
Well,
Oh man,
that would only be a 7.
I rolled
It
a
is
nat
as-
20.
For fun.
Yeah, like for fun, I rolled a nat 20,
Never
but
roll
I get
dice.
Never
But I
roll
get-
for fun.
like my nature check is -1, so it's 19.
Wow.
Oh, are you doing a nature check?
No, I was just rolling for fun.
Okay.
Grimm's
Well,
not gonna do that shit.
You, Jordan, it is a bad lizard.
Okay, is there cover within 30 feet? Of me?
Scary. Sorry, is there cover within?
30 feet of me.
Small outcropping of rock that you could hunker down behind. The nearest
Right.
true cover is the wall, which is about 40 feet away.
Right, well, I'll head for that outcropping of that rock.
Yeah, you make it.
Uh,
It's only about
As,
15 feet away.
as I'm running for it, I will cast Immolation.
On the creature.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so it needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, one moment, please.
Oh, back to D&D battles. It's been a while.
It gets a 14.
My DC is 17.
Jesus.
That's
yeah,
a high STC.
we got a proficiency increase.
Yes, you did.
So we are good to go. Okay, I'll roll these. That is 11, 15, 20. So that's 26 fire damage,
Okay.
and it starts to burn.
What does that mean?
It continues burning, so it'll continue taking damage at the end of each of
Then-
its turns,
For how many turns?
as long as I keep up the concentration.
Oh, concentration. Okay.
And
Okay.
I will duck behind that rock.
It is next. It is on fire and very, very angry. It is going to leap in a serpentine arc off of the top of the tower. It is going to land on the ground and just going to snake its way and burst through a chunk of the wall. It is now only 30 feet away from everybody. It is then going to open its mouth and breathe a giant bolt of lightning straight at who's directly in front of it? Mara.
Yes.
Mara, where's Simon?
I mean, I would have already yelled to him to take cover. So unless he somehow got higher initiative than anybody else, he'd be right next to me.
He did not.
Oh shit!
Get higher initiative than anybody else. How am I not allowed to select from the list here? Okay. No.
Oh, I'm
So it's just Mara then. Is anyone within 5 feet of Mara? It's kind of a stupid question. Go
Well,
ahead
I mean,
and
I
make
wouldn't
it.
say, Simon is like holding hands with me. I think he'd.
Yeah, no, it's just you. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
Ah, yes. Plus 8.
Oh, I was so hopeful. You were like, oh yeah. Okay, you are hit full in the chest with this bolt of thick, lizardly lightning. You take 66 points of damage.
Holy dog shit.
See, now you get Jordan. Now you get Jordan laughing.
So this is how we're gonna play.
That's
Yeah.
pretty much what it did to my last group as well.
So when you say you got a campaign planned out, did it go anywhere past session 1?
I just said, cool. I've got nothing else. The 10-page of notes was just lizard.
The lizard.
There's one
The
word.
lizard
There's
is
lightnings
sparkly.
in there once. Lizard,
Yeah.
lizard, lightning, lizard.
Magic.
Right, magic? Question mark. Over and over. Right, Rahu's next.
Rahu. Okay, just talk me through what I can see around me. What is there any ledges to jump up onto, or
You could scramble up the cliff face if you wanted to, but there's nothing within 30 feet except for Jordan's little outcropping. It's not like a smooth face. It's pretty craggy, but you would be clinging to the rock. There's not like a handy ledge. That's up. Do you look? Do you go to look down on the other side?
Yeah, that'll just
Okay,
take in my
run to
whole
the other side of the
environment.
street. You run to the other side of the. You glance over. You notice that there's some ledges a little further along, kind of right around where the lizard is now, which is 30 feet down the road from you, about 10 feet off in front of the now twice old wall, former stone wall. So there's a couple like natural outcroppings or just jutting rocks that you could stand on, but they're like directly in line with where the lizard is.
Okay. And behind me,
A gently descending 15-foot wide single lane of road, and there are no ledges on really on either side for any meaningful amount of distance.
I am going to fall on the floor and play dead.
Okay.
Well, that's a good start.
Anything
Grim's
else?
just going to be like, roar!
Nope.
What's wrong?
Okay, Mara, you're up. Are you conscious?
I am conscious. I'm wondering.
Oh wait, guys.
I
What
have
level were we supposed to be?
8.
I have warding maneuver. Now, can I use warding maneuver when I get hit with something? Or wait, no. That's actually for other people. I can add AC to like other people's. But it was a magical thing. Anyway, yes, I am up and I am still on Francis. So I'm going to turn to Simon and with half a breath still in my chest tell him to get to cover and have him run away.
Yeah, he starts sprinting down the little.
Yeah. God, how the I do this? I'm going to run charge on Francis. I have 60 feet of movement with him. And I have pole arm master as a feat, and I'm going to hold my glaive. I'm going to brandish and charge forward. Now, with polearm master, when something enters my
sphere of influence.
Yes, and which is 10 feet
Yeah.
now. So I'm going to get within 10 feet, and because he got close into that, do I get an automatic attack of opportunity
attack?
on it?
Yeah, because you ran over to him, the lizard is now inside your opportunity
that
attack. I mean, it's the
count
same
as
as
an
an
action.
I'm gonna say yes because you're engaging it. You have chosen to run over and attack this thing. If it comes into your sphere of influence, you could use your opportunity to attack it, or the opportunity would present itself for it to be attacked. But if you charge over it, it's not a sneaky way of getting 2 attacks.
Yes. So I'm gonna run
try.
over, and hey, I gotta try. This thing just did 66 damage. So I'm gonna go ahead and attack with my glaive.
Okay, go on.
All right. Okie dokie. All right, that one does not hit. I rolled a 2.
No, that does not hit. Was it a nat 1 by any chance?
No,
Okay.
absolutely not.
Okay, good. Just check.
Hell no. If that happened, I would have just signed off. That would have been it. Mara's dead. All right, and now I'm actually going to use my extra attack and roll again on this.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, that's a lot better. 19 plus 7. Does that hit?
It sure does.
Okay, now a D10. Oop. D10 plus. That's 8 damage, and also a part of Polearm Master. If I hit it using the glaive, I can use a bonus action and hit it with the butt end of the glaive for a D4. And I think I need to. Do I need to roll again? When you use the attack action and attack only with the glaive, however, the quarterstaff, you can use a bonus action to make a melee. So do I roll
melee
again?
attack? You have to roll
Yes,
again.
you make an attack, so you roll.
Okay. Yeah, 5 plus 7, so yeah, 12. Is it?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, action surge. I'm gonna attack 2 more times.
Choice.
15. Does 15 hit?
Nope.
Goddamn. And one last time. Does a 16 hit?
Nope.
Oh God.
Tricks your glaive, and you happen to like slice it on the arm, and otherwise you're just like twirling about. I think the lightning addled your brain.
Yeah. So I'm gonna hit it with unwavering mark as well. So basically now, because I'm within. Well, actually, I changed my mind. I'm gonna be within 5 feet of this creature.
Okay, you advance the horse 5 feet.
Now it has disadvantage on all attacks against others.
Okay.
And if it deals damage, I get a special melee attack as a bonus hit, and also yeah, if it goes to try to hit any of you guys, I'm going to use a warding maneuver, and I get to roll a d8 and add that to your guys' AC. And if it hits you, you get resistance anyway.
Yay.
Okay.
Cool.
Aerothin, you're up.
Okay. So
Before you do that, did you say it rolled a natural 20 on it?
It rolled a nat 20 on its dex save, yeah.
Motherfucker, it's no longer burning.
It manages to it smolders out.
okay.
It's
so
still
I
pissed though.
Oh,
I
yeah.
disconnected a little bit while you were doing the description. How far is it from you at the moment?
It's 30 feet from you.
Oh, cool. I've never done ranged attacks before. I don't. What's the?
It's just the same, but you use your dex instead of strength.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to use my bonus action to apply Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
Hold
Um,
The now that he's
Wow.
used his hunter's mark, Mike, your unwavering mark is no longer applicable because
what?
the effect ends if someone else marks the creature.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know that was going to be a thing.
Wait, what? Does that not...
What?
Okay.
It says right here, I might be reading it wrong. Unwavering mark. This effect ends early if you are incapacitated or you die, or if someone else marks the creature.
Oh shit. Okay.
And he's just used
Yep.
hunter's mark, so I'm gonna take
Yeah,
that
right.
as
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn.
I could
Sorry, Mike.
Hey, you're good.
Did not know that
What
was a
does
thing.
Hunter's Mark do?
It just gives me extra damage on it.
Oh, fair enough. Whatever.
I did not know that was going to be a thing. Well, now I'm just going to attack it with draw my longbow.
Yep. Shoot it in the head.
29.
That'll definitely hit. Fucking hell.
I put so many points into Dex. Right, and then damage will be 11.
11
Oh,
points
plus
of damage.
plus my hunter's mark, which is 1d6.
What did you roll on the dice? You should only be adding 8, shouldn't you? 5 plus
10
3.
because Archer is +2.
To damage.
Hold on. I think if I click
27 also hit, if that's helpful.
Yeah, there is. I know it sounds high, and there is a reason for it. I don't know right this second what it was, so I'll have to come back to you. But there was definitely a reason it was 10.
A 2 plus bonus to attack rolls you make with, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So yeah.
So yeah, so you do add 10, that's okay.
Cool. And sorry, the extra damage was going to be another d6, which is 5.
Okay, so another 5 damage.
What?
Go on.
Leah.
Oh, yeah!
Leah can also, as part of my turn, is able to attack because coordinated attack means that if I make an attack and she can see me, she can make an attack too.
Good.
So she will go for a bite.
Okay.
I forgot to give her initiative.
She's on your attack, so she takes your initiative.
She doesn't actually. For the revised ranger, she gets her own initiative.
Yeah, but you forgot to roll it, so I'm going to make her take your
Oh, I
initiative.
see. Right. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Bite. Come on, Leah. Bite him. Press the button. Come on. 14.
Okay. Yeah. No.
Okay. Good job, Leah. Nice try.
She bites him, but her teeth don't sink in.
That's fine. Okay.
Jordan, you're up. Back to the top of the order.
What about me?
What about you? Oh yeah. What about you? What did you say your initiative was?
13.
Great start to the new campaign.
Okay, great. So yeah, go ahead.
We're just out of practice, guys. We're just out of practice.
Yeah, we're just a bit rusty.
Yeah, so I did make a big boo-boo.
Oh, good.
I did not make my character for level 8.
What did you make your character for?
Level 1.
Oh, good. This will be fun.
Oh,
So,
that's fucking funny. Okay, great.
What kind of character are you?
Paladin.
Right. Okay. Conquest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, quick, give
Okay.
yourself lots of bonuses quickly.
Yeah, and I just ran through it on the app real quick just to get like a temporary health point or health pool so I understand what I'm
It'll do
or
most
like
of it
that.
for you.
Yeah. But like I have no spells or anything that like I don't know what to
Your
do.
main thing would be smiting, which you do as an
Might the
attack.
fucker.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Let me see.
That's pretty funny.
I'd like you
Yeah.
to know that. Oh, here, I'll just show you.
Oh.
I'll post it in our group. So I'm still in the process of importing you all into Game Master, and I definitely don't have Grim, and I couldn't figure out a quick way of adding him in. So I've just decided to replace him with another creature, which is.
Okay.
Wait, which one? Oh.
You have 1 hit point.
You have 1 hit point. Well done.
You are an owl.
Also,
Thank
are we all
you
dead?
kindly.
Oh no, okay.
No, I haven't, because like I said, I haven't imported
Oh,
any of your
see.
stats in, so you're
Yeah.
just there as placeholders so that I can track initiative until I get it all plugged in.
Did mine not? Oh, you didn't? Okay, you haven't done it.
No, I have it, but I have to. It was like 1915 by the time I got it uploaded into my
Sure.
drive, and then I had to configure my iPhone to accept drive as a file type and blah blah blah. So I just didn't do it.
Okay.
But I will.
You'll need to let me know if like it actually gives you all the manual spells and stuff I had to write into it.
It should do if it's in the XML. I just don't know how it'll import all the data into the characters file
I'm just
on the
curious.
game master side instead of on your side.
Yeah.
All right, how are we doing?
you basically you hit twice around. You smite something on any of those. You have at level 8. You have 3 second level spell slots and 4 first level spell slots.
Okay. Well, I guess for now I'm just gonna charge up to the lizard and attack twice with my giant maul.
You know, I don't know if this is helpful, if just for today, but I can supply you with this.
The DM's
Yeah, I tried to find like a paladin oath of conquest.
So, well, there's just a generic paladin one, if only for the stats and such. And like your AC maybe or whatnot. It's here. Half orc paladin, level 8.
Let me check this out.
Your Fight Club 5 probably won't have all the stuff you need for Paladin or for anything.
No, it doesn't have any backgrounds.
It has
like
it
that.
has the it has like the really basic stuff that Wizards of the Coast allow for use as free, but everything else you have to put in. So when you do it later, you may find that a bit difficult. But Orc Pub should still help.
Alright, yeah. This will help.
Just
I'm
for today,
basically-
at least. I'll let you build
Yeah.
it over the next week, and if there's any discrepancies, then that's fine. We'll chalk it up then.
Yeah.
Right.
That's my fault.
Crack on then.
Alright, 2d20. Okay, I got a 1 and like a nat 1 and an 11 plus I think it's what would be the strength on this plus 4?
7 on the sheet.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so plus 7.
7 is
So
about
18.
right for an 18 strength character.
Yeah.
So you got a 1 and an 18, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. What are you attacking with?
My-
A hammer? A glaive? No. A
Maul.
big fucking fuck off
Maul.
ball. That's what it is. Roll a d100.
Oh God. If you make me lose it again.
Oh yeah.
46.
46. Okay. Okay, go ahead and make your attack roll.
You throw the maul off the side of the ship.
Yeah, the ship that is not even here.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. 2d6.
Oh man, we lost our airship.
We'll
Still
get
flying
another.
about, man.
Oh, yeah.
10 points of damage.
And can I do Divine Smite on the that did hit?
You can,
Or
but
fine.
what I will say is, in the process of laying down this first hit,
Uh-oh.
you have broken a bone in your hand. You will suffer disadvantage for the rest of the encounter and take 1d6 damage every round until you are healed, beginning this round, which means you take 3 points of damage.
Okay.
Okay.
Sad.
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 That makes me a sad panda. Also, we've started using the resource chat for the rolling again. I can't have that, so I'm going to start deleting these.
I have been deleting stuff out here. Get out the resources.
Right. So, go on then. You can do your smite now, just knowing that you have a broken hand.
So it's just 2d8, isn't it?
2d8 or 3d8 if you use 2 slot.
But yeah, I'll just do 3d8 and use a spot. All right, that's 12 radiant damage.
An extra 12 radiant damage. It's 12. It's not susceptible to radiant damage.
So-
Okay. Your.
Oh wait.
Okay.
Never mind.
No, go ahead. If you've got something else to do, do it now.
It was gonna say like one of the traits is great weapon fighting, and if I roll a 1 or a 2, I get to re-roll it.
Oh.
It's too fucking late for that.
Oh, yeah, that's
why.
That's
But
why
next
I
time
said
you
never
crit
mind.
fail, just remember that. Right, Jordan.
Okay. I will. Scorching Ray.
Okay.
At 5th level.
Okay.
So it's 3 plus 3, that's 6. D20. Come on, don't fuck me.
Nat ones across the board.
No, that's a natural 20 and 19. So we've got natural 20, 27, 25, 24, 18, and 15.
That's a lot of numbers. You're gonna have to add those up.
Right, so that's 5. So there's 5 above 18.
Okay.
Does 18 hit?
18 does hit.
Does 15 hit?
No.
16 hit, sorry.
No.
No.
17
Right,
is its AC.
So that's
I'll just tell
five.
you. It's 17.
But that's 5 hits then.
Okay.
Let's just keep saying numbers until we know the AC.
Still just start posting it to make you shut up.
Don't tell him my plan.
It wasn't a very secret plan.
Okay, and one of those is a natural 20, so I'll roll that one.
Yep, okay.
That is 6, that's 12. And then for the rest, it is 10, 20, 24. So 36 altogether.
Jeez. Okay. It's not looking great, boys. Not looking great.
Wait, we're not looking great, or it's not
No,
looking
it's not
great?
looking great.
Okay, good.
Oh, thank God. Oh.
Yeah, I thought you were like, it's not looking great for you guys.
Anything else?
No, I will stay crouched as small as I can behind my rock.
Okay, we're just gonna quickly establish this. Okay, great.
Fuck!
Oh.
That's not a good number.
Okay, so it's got you there, right there, Mara. And what it's gonna do is this. Stand by. Okay.
Mara, you should have hid.
Its first thing it's going to do is it's going to snake out its serpentine tail, and it's going to wrap it around you. Well, let's see if I can. It's got to roll the thing first. Hang on.
Below 19. Below 19. Yes.
Okay,
It's
so
got a
it
lot
tries to
to
get you, and you slither out of. It then gets a fucking 29.
Holy
Shit,
dog.
that was close.
Against your horse, Francis, as it bites your horse in the neck.
Ooh.
I have a standard warhorse sheet here, but does Francis have you given Francis stats?
No, I have not.
Okay, so
I wasn't so bold.
okay, so I'm gonna give you. Where's your little doodad? Here you go. I'm gonna give you that. There you go. Here's Francis for you. There you go. Night, night, Francis.
Oh.
That was fast.
Like dead or
No, Mike's fine.
no?
But the
horse is not.
the Bahir has snapped its neck and begun to swallow it.
Oh my god.
How can it swallow if it's breathing light? Or
If it's what?
Yeah, how can it breathe lightning if it's swallowing?
It didn't breathe lightning. It's just trying to swallow the horse head.
Oh, okay.
It does. Just the head, not the whole thing.
Oh,
Rahu, you're up.
Oh, Mike.
So, where is it in relation to me playing dead?
You've collapsed exactly where you were, so it is now 20 feet from you.
Okay, and in games terms, what size is this? Is it?
Huge. It is a huge creature.
So it's more than one size bigger than me.
It is. It
Oh,
is two sizes bigger than you.
Okay, I will. I've forgotten what it's called. Bear with me. I am going to reserve an action, and if it comes within range of me, so I'm going to continue to play dead, and then I'm going to use my drunken technique to disengage and roll away and
Roll down the hill
and attack it.
Okay. You've put that action on reserve.
Yeah.
Next is Grim.
One second.
Oh, you eat. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you while you were eating.
I'm sorry. My girlfriend walked in with my food and I didn't think to be here.
you
No.
don't have a girlfriend.
I don't have a girlfriend, babe.
Hi,
Alright.
girlfriend.
You have a dog. Come on.
Hey, I'd be more impressed if the dog brought him food.
Yeah, I would too. I wish that dog could do
Yeah,
something.
no, that. Yeah.
I will attack twice, like
Okay.
normal. Oh, I goofed up.
You goofed it.
Okay, so it's a 2, so I can redo it. Oh my god. Okay, well, one of them hits. So.
Yeah, one of them hits. You take 3 damage from your broken hand.
Oh man, I forgot to do. Can I heal myself like with cure wounds or lay a hand?
Can you lay a hand on your own?
Their hands is a bonus action, so yeah, you should be able to.
Yeah.
Nice. And then hold on, 2d6. So 10 points.
Okay.
And then I will definitely do lay of hands and cure myself
Okay.
for. Do I roll for that or just it's out of
No,
my
you
pool,
can-
right?
You can choose up to 40 hit points.
Oh, I'm gonna do it for just 6. Get me
Okay.
back up to full health. All right. That's my turn.
Yep, you're good to go. All right, Mara, you've been thrown to the ground, and you now lie next to a recently beheaded Francis. This large lizard looms over you. Its static saliva dripping onto the ground nearby. What do you do?
Because I was thrown from my horse and it was within 10 feet, I actually land on my feet as a
okay, great.
I am so cool.
You are.
I'm going to rage like a barbarian. I'm distraught. Like I can barely think because that was my horse. Like that
you're pure action now.
Yeah. Oh man, I feel so bad for her. She fucking loved that horse. She's gonna stab it in the throat and just bloody murder scream as she's doing it. Oh, and the first one does not hit.
You're blinded with rage. Blind.
And and then the next one is a 22. Does that hit?
It sure does.
Hey.
Go ahead. Taste the glory.
Yes. 2 18 plus 4. And that is a 5 damage. And yeah. And then she's also going to use her bonus action to poke it in the eye with the butt of her glaive. So let's see if that happens. Oh my god, yes it does. 18 plus 7 hits.
Yeah, it does.
Roll a d4.
Keep
3 plus 4, 7 damage as lands better with the butt of her glaive than the sharp point.
Than the pointy end. Okay. Yep, your attacks ring true. Anything else you want to do while you're there?
Trying to see if she can.
You should be able to action surge with you.
I already action surged on the first one. Yeah.
Whiffed him.
Yeah, can I I'm gonna do second wind.
Okay.
That needs some health. That's a 1d10. Right? On your turn you can 1d10 plus your fighter level. Alright. So 7 plus 8. Alright. 15 plus 15.
Nice.
So I am sitting at 32 hit points. Please don't kill me.
Nice. Everything, you're up.
Okay. I will simply. No, actually, is there any rocks or anything that I could maybe try to get some cover from, even just half cover, anything?
Yeah, there's a couple like 2-foot high boulders you could try and shrink down behind.
Okay. I mean, I can just stand near them and kind of poke my head out from it to give it a shot. Leah will stay where she is though.
Yep.
So I will move to there and I will just make an attack with my longbow.
It's about 10 feet behind everybody, so you're about 10 feet further away.
Okay.
Yep, you make your attack, go on.
21.
Yeah, that hits.
9 damage plus an extra d6. So 3 on top of that.
So 12 damage. Okay.
Leah will take her coordinated attack with me.
Yep.
And this time I'll actually remember to give her an actual turn because we did do that.
Okay.
22 to hit.
Yes, hits.
Which does 2d4 plus 4.
Good roll.
4 plus 4. No, that's not how you type that. Sorry, 2d4 plus.
I'll be back in 1 sec.
Okay.
7 damage.
Okay.
And assuming now it goes on to Leah's actual turn.
Okay.
She will just go for another bite. She's hungry. Is the target a creature?
Yes, it is a monstrous creature.
Okay. It needs to make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
The last bite.
14.
Okay, it saved just fine.
It has a +6 to strength.
I see. And a 17 to hit.
Hit.
Okay, so again 2d4 plus 4. 7 damage.
Okay.
And the strength saving throw again.
Oh, yeah. 14 plus 6, 20.
It saves. Okay.
Okay.
And that's me and Leah.
Okay. This thing
Yeah,
is
I-
real bad. Real bad.
Yeah.
And Jordan's up.
I think he went for a BRB.
Oh, of course he does. He's AFK.
It's okay.
So everyone's just gonna.
We're just gonna, we're
Have you
paused.
seen?
It's
Has
a
anyone seen
montage.
the first episode of the newest season of Black Mirror?
Oh, is there a new season?
The newest season. I don't know if there's. It's the one with it's the Star Trek one.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
brilliant.
I've seen that
I've
one.
Yeah.
seen that
So
season.
in the
yeah.
episode, there's this scene where everyone's fighting, and then the guy goes away from keyboard, and like the bad guys and the good guys are just sitting around, like, "Hey, how's it going? Yeah, it's good. You okay? Haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, it's all same shit, different day." I imagine that's what's happening right now in this fantasy world. Is like this lizard
Yeah.
like pulls out a cigarette. Yeah, you okay? Yeah, okay, cool.
I've never watched Black Mirror.
Oh,
It's good. I think you'd
So
enjoy
good.
it.
Is it on
I'm back.
All right, it's your go.
Alright, okay. Fuck it. Blight, I guess. Wait, no, I don't want Blight. Is it looking real fucked up yet?
Yeah.
Oh, it's real up.
Right, well, let's just Scorching Ray again. So I'll do that up. 4.
With
me.
fire.
That's a natural 20, a 4, a 7, and a 15. So that's 16, 24, 29.
So 2 hits. It sounds like.
So I'll do the critical first. That's for 8.
Okay.
Oh, I'm missing 1. Yeah, I'm missing 1 attack. Which is a 15.
I left it here.
And that's 11. So that is 8 plus 11, 9.
19.
Yep.
Extra points.
19.
Oh, in total, you mean.
altogether. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Yep. You your scorching ray shoots it straight in the belly, and it fire emerges from its nose, and it collapses dead.
Hey, our first victory.
You have defeated the lizard, but at what cost?
Mara drops to one knee, half out of grief and half out of being electrocuted.
Rahu springs to his feet and throws a ninja star. Yeah.
It hits it, and it sinks into the flesh.
Boss man,
Take
I got
that.
breakfast.
You got breakfast, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Everybody, Mark.
I-
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say I call over Simon.
Oh, yeah. He comes nipping back up the hill.
Where
Have
was he?
you killed one of these before?
No. In the hall.
Or one of these hanging in the?
No, I don't think so.
That's my kill.
Actually, I killed it all. I only saw 2 of you be any use. 1 of you lay on the floor and did fuck all.
Yeah, but you know him. Were you
Yeah.
expecting anything else?
I was distracting it.
Distracting it from what? Trying to kill Mara?
Oh, they're gonna fight again.
The one who actually
As
attacked.
it start carving off its horns.
Yeah.
How
Okay.
many did you say?
Oh, I didn't.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said Mark's. Okay, no.
I said
Yeah.
I was going to tell you, and then we kept talking.
Oh.
So yeah, everybody go ahead and 7,200 XP.
Wow. How do you do that in Fight Club 5? Do you know?
Oh yeah, if you do in edit,
Oh, okay, yeah.
there's a section, and you can it's like a calculator. You can just add to it.
Oh, C plus.
And that, on that bombshell, we're gonna wrap up for the night because it's 10:30.
Cool.
Oh wow, time flies.
Welcome back to Dungeons and Dragons, guys.
Yeah.
It's nice to be back.
Yeah. Now we don't have to wait another month or whatever to play again. Hopefully.
Oh, God.
Well, you say that actually.
Oh no. Oh yeah, Christmas is
Ne-
coming.
next week I'll be in Bonnie, Scotland, and I'll
yeah.
be on a plane during our D&D time, so I won't be able to do it. But then I should be available every Sunday until mid-December, when it's Christmas holidays for me. So then we'll take a break for the New Year, and then we'll reconvene in 2019. So we should get about a month's worth in, I think.
So 2 weeks to do then.
Yeah, so don't next week. You can do whatever you want. If you want to do if Adam, you want to do one of the ones that you were doing with the cards, I can't remember what it was called, or if Jordan wants to do a one shot, Judd, or whatever, then I'm totally down for you guys to do that. But I won't be available.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm going to bed.
talk to you soon.
Good night, everyone.
Good night,
Thank,
guys.
Bye.
This is awesome.
thank you.
Well done.
Thank you. Bye.